Going by trike. Here we go.
What's up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to Rich Abroad.
I'm your host, Richie Rich.
And
What's
this
up?
is Cheng. Okay,
We
so
have to jump right out of a consultation and into the live stream, into a live stream. That's what it is. Let me turn this on. I think it's on, right? Okay. All right. I think we're good now. All right. All right. What we got? What we got going on?
Yeah. So again, before we jump in, good evening and thank you everyone for joining us tonight. This live stream is a live Q&A live stream with Richie Rich and Cheng. Live. Okay.
See, I look after you.
Of course you
All
do.
right.
This is a live question and answer with Rich and Cheng. You can ask us anything within reason, of course. And again, before we jump in, Slick Rick is here with us, manning the board. Thank you so much for all your hard work, Slick Rick.
We got something for you.
Yeah, I got something for you. You'll like it. I'm excited.
Anyway, real quick shout out to Ted and Matt doing for the consultation. Appreciate you guys. And a big shout out to our man Cliff. If you're watching, Cliff and Angelica, happy Valentine's Day to you two. It is. You forgot, huh? You forgot. I didn't forget. Happy Valentine's Day to you two. And shout out to you, Cliff. Cliff, we've had a really good couple nights with Cliff and Angelica hanging out. And shout out to them for showing, for us going out and having a good time out in PGC, having some dinner and doing some stuff, walking around and checking out the portal in BGC.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's pretty cool, right?
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Okay, so
let's get
before we jump in today's live stream, don't forget that this is a call-in live stream. And call in.
Yeah, for real?
Yeah.
This one's different then.
It's not different than the others, but different than other lives. Yeah, but our number is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It's 415-490-8030. Call us in and give us your questions. Give it to me, baby.
Give it to me, baby. So do you think of Dave Chappelle, or do you think
Dave Chappelle?
I always think of Dave Chappelle, right?
Okay, so each call is limited to 2 minutes and 2 seconds to get everyone a fair chance to join and share their thoughts or questions. And most importantly, please be respectful to everyone in the chat and in the call. And please give us your questions, but make it reasonable.
And make it quick. You guys, and again, I always want to stress, don't mean to be mean, but we're not trying to cut people off. We want to get as many people in as possible. So let's try to get in and get out as quick as possible. Make your point, so we can get other people on. That's all. It's not that we don't want to hear you. We just want to hear everybody. All right. What you got? So you want to
let's shout out the people joining us tonight.
All right. People joining us tonight. Who's in the house?
DC is in the house.
Shout out to DC because we had a good time last weekend.
Yeah.
With DC hanging out. Super cool. We've done in the last few meetups that we've had with subscribers. We've done pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, in the beginning we met some subscribers and anyway, but recently I think we've gotten really good about the time we spend with people. And although we did miss Ronnie. We missed Ronnie.
Yeah, but I think the people that we met just recently are like long-time subscribers.
Absolutely.
So
I you had a good vibe already coming into the meetup, so you knew it was going to kind of be cool, right? So shout out to DC for that as well. DC is in the house.
Miss Rhoda is here.
Miss Luca is here.
Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to Miss Rhoda. Let me let you.
Happy Valentine's Day, Miss Luca and Miss Rhoda.
Miss Rhoda.
I combined it too.
Right.
Yeah. So happy Valentine's Day.
Okay. That's taken care of. All right. So go ahead.
Also, we have Jay King.
Jay King's in the house. Okay, and Jay King just
kick it off.
Bang, right with a question right off. Let's shout out a few more people. We'll start with Jay King's question because that's a good question, right? Black Box is in the house. Michael Moy is in the house. Who else did we miss? Momo Morris is in the house, my brother from Bermuda mother. Raymond's in the house. What's happening, Raymond?
Black Box is also here.
Black Box. Obi-Wan is here. Big Love's in the house.
Big Love.
What's happening, Big Love? Let's see. Did we miss anybody? We got Chicago Hoosier. Chicago Hoosier. You know what Hoosier is?
Okay, so he said, I just had a great one-on-one or two-on-one. Very informative. Oh, that's me.
Okay. Right. That makes sense. Right. Okay, Ted, we got you, man. We got you. You're Chicago Hoosier. All right. Excellent. All right. Thank you, Ted. We appreciate that, man. Anders is in the house. What's happening,
Hello,
Anders? Let's see.
It's good that you finally got an alert from us.
Absolutely. Breezers is in the house. Breezers ST is in the house. Breezers, where are you watching from, brother? Where are you watching from, right? Big Al is in the house. Happy Valentine's Day to you and yours, Big Al. Let's see. Henry Hunter is in the house. What's happening, Henry?
Hello, Henry.
Henry, where are you watching from, brother? Right?
It's been a while.
Oh, for sure. I know. I just want to know where he's watching from. Okay. And then let's see. David Pryor's in the house. What's happening, David? All right. Let's get to it. Big Al. Ruiz is in the house. What's happening, Ruiz? Callie's in the house. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, so I think we got everybody. Let's get to the question. We can start it off with Jay King's question, right?
Okay.
Jay King, we put Jay King right there. Okay. Jay King said, "What's up, you guys? Why don't y'all ninjas live together?" Right.
The answer.
Right. Jay King, the reason we don't live together is I take it serious. I take relationships seriously, and I'm not just about to jump into a relationship. As you know, Ching has two young ones, or two teenagers now, or pre-teenagers, and who I consider almost to be my boys too. But moving in together is a big thing. I don't want to just move in and move out if things go awry. It's the vetting process, and it's been 2 years, but there's still a lot of vetting to do. And it's something I take seriously. So I'm not about to just move somebody in or move in with somebody. If I do that, that means I consider them. I'm thinking about a long-term thing, which I am, but there's still more vetting to do. That's my reason. Go ahead.
I think my reasoning is I want to take it slow because I have boys to consider. So, I don't want, just like what we said in our previous videos, that I don't want to introduce a man and then bring them into the life of my boys and then not vetting that man and then eventually end up heartbroken for my boys because
Absolutely.
I'll be devastated too. So
but the boys would be too.
Yeah, I'll be devastated because the boys are devastated. So I don't want that to happen. So if we're going to be living together, I think that's it. We vetted
it's a thing.
enough already.
Right.
So yeah.
Right. Okay. Good question. Way to kick it off. The phone lines are open if you want to call in. Excuse me. Phone lines are open if you want to call in, ask your question, and we shall answer. Right? Was there another question? I think we missed. Was there another question? Let's see. Okay. Big Love says South Louisiana. Big Love's out there in the bayou doing his thing. 40-something years of marriage. Talking about a wealth of experience, a wealth of knowledge. Shoot.
But you know what?
Where is there a but in 42 years of marriage?
Wait, I'm here. This was just fine. It's too fast. But you were mentioning about not moving in together. But sometimes, like what my mom told me before getting married, it's good that you get to know that person. And one way to vet that person is when you live together. You get to understand how he is when it comes to the household. So if there are things that you don't like about each other, or you think that you
things
can
like what? Like what kind of things wouldn't you like about each other? Like what?
Like for example, diba, when you're in conflict and then you're in the house, you throw things, something like that.
I never threw them.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying in general. Okay. Like for example, like things like that. No, I don't throw stuff.
It might be good if you're throwing stuff. It might be a good thing.
I throw stuff in the trash. Throw away.
I appreciate that.
But
things like what though? You said things you might not like about each other.
Like,
you mean things like hair all over the place, stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Things like people not putting stuff back where they got it from.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Gotcha. I agree. I totally agree. Totally agree. Right. It takes time. It takes time to for two people to get together and right figure it out. And
so
takes
that
time.
yeah, it takes
Okay.
practice.
It does.
Practice that so that when
Indeed.
when the time comes, if that
Indeed.
time will come, then you know.
I fully agree, sweetie. I think it takes some time to get together and
Get used to it.
bring it all together. It absolutely does, right? All right. Let's see. Question. All right. You have some questions. Let's see. Rich almost Black Box said, yeah, Rich almost boxed me out for trying to mention another channel. So please don't do it. You're absolutely right. Black Box, and no offense to anybody, but listen, I don't want if I want to promote somebody else's channel on my channel, I will do that. But please don't come on here trying to promote your channel or promote somebody else's channel. It's not cool. It's not cool. And it's not how to do things, right? So please, I respect your channel. And for some of you guys, I watch your channels. But please don't promote another channel or your channel on ours. Okay. All right. Let's see. What's the next question? Let's see.
Okay, let's read DC's comment.
Okay, we got DC's comment. Go ahead.
Okay, DT said rich, wise position because a lot of guys just move women in their place in less than a week of meeting them. No need to be desperate.
There's this thing where you got to practice what you preach, right? You got to practice what you preach. And who would I be? How could I come in and talk about? Don't worry about it. It's good. How am I going to tell you guys something and I'm not even practicing the same thing? It is what it is. And some people might even criticize my decision. That's okay. I'm cool with it, and that's all that matters. But I think it's a good decision, and when we're ready to, and that might be soon. It might be sooner than later, but when we're ready to, we'll make that move. Right. It's a great question. Great question to kick that off. Right. Sure. Okay. Young Fresh Global Travel, aka Jerry, is in the house. What's up, Jerry? You want to read that?
Okay, Richie would let Cheng move in if she learned how to make some black people food. Cheng, you need to throw down some barbecue chicken, collard greens, mac cheese, and cornbread, and you get the green light. I already made him mac and cheese.
She makes some good mac and cheese, and actually, shout out to you because you are a good cook.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're a pretty good cook. Actually, I'll give you a shout out. It wouldn't be her cooking that would stop me from moving her in. That's for sure. Hair. Yeah, it might be her damn hair. As much as I like looking at it, I don't want it in my food anymore, and I don't want it. Yeah, I don't want.
So I put that whenever I prepare food, I need to put to tie my hair.
I think we need to come up with a solution. Right? All right. Let's see if y'all are seeing the video out of sync. Close it and reopen it. Okay, I didn't know it was out of sync, but all right, we'll take this first call. All right, hold on. Brooklyn's in the house. What's happening, Jerry? What's going on, Brooklyn?
What's going on? Happy Valentine's Day to everybody.
To you and Kate.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. What's your question, man? What you got?
Sure. So my question is, well, I think for y'all for sure, with the moving in thing, how do y'all what are some of the things, and I really appreciate just keep it real, what are some of the things that when Cheng is over there, or Cheng, when you go over to his house, or he comes over to your house, is there certain things that's just very annoying? Like, what is some things like, yo, I don't know if I could deal with this. Like, for instance, let me give you an example with my girl. She loves the aircon blasting all night, and I'm constantly getting sick, right? Like, the aircon is blasting all night, overnight. She turns off all of the lights. Right. I'm usually used to, okay, I need some light, but she likes it pitch black. And her hair, she has long hair all the way down to her butt. And she, in the bathroom sometimes I'm like, why do you have all your hair? And I'm like, this is crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, I understand women are women. I grew up with 4 sisters, right? So I know women are, they leave all the hair everywhere. And then another thing is just organization. Do you ever feel like you get pissed? And this is the question for both of y'all. Like, Richie, maybe if you leave the remote, I don't know, in your bedroom, and then like it's moved from the bedroom to the living room. Like, so are there any things that you feel like you are organized in a certain way? You need your shit in a certain area, and then maybe Cheng moves it to a different area. I don't know if that makes sense, but anyway, just wanted to put those out there, because certain times when I'm like working and stuff, and my girl will move stuff, and I'm like, okay, you just moved it, and now I don't know where the hell it is. But I don't want to be mean when I say that, but it's like, okay, I'm working though. Like, you know where it is, and now you're sleeping because I work 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the Philippines. Anyway, that's it.
You see how quick her hand shot up there? What does that tell you? She knows all about everything you just talked about. Go ahead. We'll answer this off the line, okay?
All
right, cool. Thanks, brother. Okay. Go ahead,
so you are 100% on point, Jerry. Because number one, when we first started, I think I would really like to
let's hold that for this
Okay.
caller, okay? Just real quick. Who's calling and where you calling from?
Johnny P in the house.
What's happening, Johnny P? What's happening, Johnny? What's happening, man?
I'm so happy to hear you.
You sound good, brother. You sound good.
Doing much better, man.
Right.
As soon as I get all these appointments, like doctor's appointments taken care, I'm on my way back home.
All right. Hey, Johnny, I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm about to be in Georgia on a week from today. I'm gonna be in Georgia.
What? Write this down.
Right. Wait. No. Let me talk to you offline. Okay. Let me talk to you offline so I can talk to you personally. We can make some plans. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, wait. You got any questions, Paching?
No, I ain't got none. I just want to say happy Valentine's Day.
We love you, brother. We love you, brother, and I'm excited to see you, man.
You hyped it up, Johnny.
Hey, man, I'm more than excited to see how much change coming, man.
I wish too. Maybe one day.
One thing I wish.
Maybe one day.
Well,
all right, brother. We'll see you soon.
You ready, man?
Absolutely. I got you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Nice to hear from you, Johnny.
Okay, I saw who was calling, so I wanted to take that. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and finish with you.
Answer Jerry's question. Everything that you said is 100% on point. Because when we first started, I think that, my way, this should be organized my way. So I put
in my house.
In his house.
Right.
So I put the containers and this, that, the cabinets, and then the clothes. I do all of that. But then eventually we had to sit down, and then we talked that, we had a compromise that, when you come here, just sweep the floor.
When you come here to where?
To your place.
To my house, right? to my house. Who pays the rent?
You.
Electricity?
You.
Water?
You.
Internet?
You.
Right. So things should be organized how you want them?
No, how you want.
Hell no. Absolutely not.
So we come to an understanding that the only thing that I'm going to do here is to sweep the floor because of my hair. And then another thing, of course, I'm going to take care of you by preparing you something to eat and all that. And then I'll do all the other stuff. But also to respect your workplace by not touching the things, or if ever I'm going to touch something, I have to let you know where I'm going to put it.
Don't touch the work stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm getting good at it already.
You're fine with it.
Don't leave anything on the counter. Don't touch.
Who's more organized, you or me?
We have a different version of organization.
Okay.
So
who's more your version of organization, you or me?
Of course, me.
Okay.
But
what's your version of organization? What's your version?
Sorting things out. I think I'm good at that. But we kind of have something in similar. In common. Something in common. But I don't want you touching my things because I know where I left it. That's where I'm going to find it. That's the same thing that we have in common. Yeah, because that's the same thing I know. Same thing that I practice. Yeah. So I'm getting good at not touching your stuff, or if ever, especially work stuff.
Jerry, in short, we had to come to Jesus, bro. We had a couple of come to Jesus conversations, a while ago now, where we just had to have an understanding that I want things where I want things. That's it. Don't move my stuff. Don't touch my stuff. If you can't leave them where I want them, then just don't touch them. And that's it. Okay, we'll take this next call. Caller, who's calling? Where you calling from?
Oh, this ain't Jolly Bees?
No,
Oh man, this
welcome to Jolly Bees. Can I take your order?
hey, this is Cliff from down the street from you.
What's up, Cliff from down the street?
Hey man, I just wanted to I just want to tell everybody out there that what you see on YouTube is what you get in person. These are two caring.
Right when he's getting us with the compliments, right? Right when he's getting us with the compliments, he shut out.
I know.
Cliff, your phone cut out, man. Don't do it. Call back and give us some compliments, damn it. Yeah, shoot, man. I mean, these two are some blah 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 blah. I'm like, wait, what? We didn't even come on with it, man. All right, we'll try one more time. Hold on. Okay, go ahead. Your phone cut out, brother. We're give it to us. We're great. What? Oh man.
Yeah.
The internet and the
Yeah, that's his internet. All right. Unfortunately, Cliff, we love you, and I wanted to hear the compliments, or maybe he was about to call me a couple of MFs. Yeah, I don't know, but Cliff, shout out to you. We had a good time with you and Miss Angelica. I'm wishing you guys a lot of joy, and we'll talk to you soon because we got some conversation to have for sure. But shout out to you for having a good time last night out in BGC, having a good time the night before out. Where we go before that?
The Firefly,
the rooftop at the Grand. You know what? We got to stop doing that. You know, we have to have a conversation with them because we make them a little bit of money without compensation. So anyway, but shout out to you, Cliff. I'm sorry. I wish we could get you on and your phone was and your phone's working right. But thank you. We really appreciate the compliment, right? Troy and Venus is in the house. What's happening, Troy and Venus? He said, hey, how's things going, you guys? We're doing pretty good, man. Hey, where are you watching from? If you guys are new to our channel, call in or write your question, drop your question. Let us know where you are watching from, though. Very important to us. We're out there in Vietnam now. We're out in Bermuda.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right? We're out there. We out in Thailand. People, right? Okay, all right. Cliff said he's watching from down the street, right? Okay. All right. Let's see. His hair, man.
Yeah.
You see, blame it on me. It ain't my hair. It's her hair, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, when you have long hair,
it's pretty hair.
It's pretty.
It's pretty hair. But
yeah, but when you have long hair, I don't see that here or here.
It's always in the same place.
Really?
Yeah, it's always the same eye, man. It's like it's like it should be blinded. Okay. All right.
Al said, Cheng, my wife loves your hair. Hers is below her belt line. Thank you so much, Big Al. And that's pretty long hair. I think I had my belt line, but now.
I like your hair too. Your hair looks pretty. It always looks good.
You just don't like it on the floor.
I just don't want it in my food. I don't want it in my food, and I don't want it on the floor. Right. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Big Love, go ahead and say it.
Big Love to Slick Rick. I could be the man sitting next to the man who's sitting next to the man.
Okay. All right. The man sitting next to the man who's sitting next to the man. All right. Is it raining outside? It is, huh? It is raining outside. Okay. All right. Let's see. Christopher Michael. What's up? Christopher Michael's in the house. Said much love and blessings.
And thank you for the super chat, Christopher Michael.
Okay, Big Love had a question. Big Love said, Rich, how old are you and how big of an age gap between you and Cheng? Great question. Big Love, I am 58 years old. Our birthdays are exactly 1 month apart. 17 years and 1 month apart. Yeah, 17 years and 1 month apart is our age gap. But I'm 58 years old and Cheng just, you didn't have, it's all right. I mean, okay. You okay with it? You okay now?
Yeah, just one of it.
You all right now, though?
Yeah, but I feel good about my age. Okay. Because I don't look my age.
No, you look good. You look good.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
I'm 40.
Cheng is 40 years old. So actually, it's 18 years in 1 month is what it is, right? It's 18 years in 1 month is our or is it 17 years and 11 months? It's 17 years and 11 months. That's what it is. It's 17 years and 11 months is the difference, right? I'm trying to get every month. I'm trying to get every month, brother.
Okay. Hello,
right.
Bruce.
What's happening, Bruce? What's going on, brother?
Yeah.
Right? And Rui said it's Valentine's Day. It is here. We're a day early. So yeah, so we're getting down over here. All right. Let's see. All right. Bruce said, I like how she said cornbread, right? Yeah, cause she's been around me a little bit, brother. She's been around me a little bit. Yeah, you know, eat your cornbread. All right, what's your question? Well, you said you had some questions. What's your questions?
So just to
do you really have questions?
Yes, I do. I do have questions. I have questions.
Go ahead.
So just to just to put the people, the new ones, in our channel up on game. So what's something you notice right away about me that you like?
That I like?
That you like that you don't, because I know what you're going to say about what you don't like. My glasses and the motorbike. Yeah. So what's something that you like about?
What's something I liked? You're friendly. You're super friendly. You had a great smile. Your great personality has never changed. But just from jump, you were super friendly, super nice. I thought you well mannered. And to be really honest, one of the first things that I noticed, because I mean I never intended like for us to be doing a whole channel together, you know, but it is the chemistry. That when that first, if you guys go back to that first video, and you just have to tolerate it because it's a lot different than the videos we do now. The background, the noise, the audience, the audio is horrible. But if you go back to the first video, it was clear that we had chemistry. We had online chemistry, and we do. And I mean, like real chemistry, like for reals. And it's worked. It's worked. We've figured out a way to make it work through all the, you know, the ups and downs and all the other stuff. But I saw the chemistry right away. I definitely saw that, and that's something I liked about you. You didn't look then like you look now.
I'm trying to impress you or anything.
Stop. Quit playing.
Yeah. Because when I don't
trying to impress me.
I'm not trying to impress you. I just want to meet you and see if we're going to have that vibe or that.
And then after that,
I changed.
Right.
I changed. I kind of like him, so gotta.
You impressed.
Yeah.
Right? You impressed.
Thank you.
You're impressed. Okay. Let's see. Big Al said, "What are your plans for Valentine's Day? Candlelight dinner for candlelight dinner for us." Oh, nice candlelight dinner. I got to be honest with you, Big Al. What's our plans for Valentine's Day?
We don't have that.
We got to shoot some videos, brother. I leave in 24 hours from right now. I will be at the airport waiting for my flight back to the U.S. So we got a lot of work to do on Valentine's Day. We'll make something happen, I guess. But we got some videos to make and some stuff to do before I leave. So
got priority.
Got to prioritize, right?
Every day is Valentine's Day.
Every day is Valentine's Day. She gets the works all the time. Right? All right, we'll take another call. Hold on a second, caller. All right, caller, what's happening? Who's calling? Where are you calling from?
Morris from Bermuda.
What's happening, brother, from my Bermuda mother? Go ahead, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Maligayang araw ng mga kapuso.
Maligayang araw ng mga puso, Morris. That's happy Valentine's Day.
Man, I was about to say, F you too, man. Coming on here cussing on people. I'm cussing at people.
Yeah, I'm learning the language. I got a question for you guys.
Sure.
Has there been a time when you both doubted if you guys are gonna last? That's my question.
The answer. You see how quick both our hands shot up. I'll. In truth, yes. In truth, absolutely. And I mean, I'm gonna be really real. There's been times when we were at the 11th hour for reals, and it just is what it is. We just had to have some hard conversations, and some things were not going to change from me because I'm here to lead. I'm not here to follow anybody. And if you can't get on my program, there's only one direction you're going to go in, and that's how it was. Right. And I think we had to have some hard conversations and come to some realizations. And you said I'll let you finish. You go ahead. No, you said you felt like I was a leader. You said you felt like you didn't feel like I was controlling, but she had a hard time giving up control and thinking that she had a hard time giving up control. I'll just leave it at that. You go ahead.
Yeah, I think that when it comes to control, there are some things that he trusts me about.
Definitely.
Like for example, when it comes to dealing with paying stuff, dealing with money and
Your
all
money's on
that.
point. Your money's
So
on point.
yeah, and it comes to household stuff. So he kind of lets me do my own thing. But when it comes to big decisions, whenever it comes to down to family decisions or channel decisions, that's him because it's his channel. So I'm the sidekick in this channel, and I think that I've come to realize that if I really wanted this to last, I'm just going to let him lead because 90% of the time he's right about his decisions, and his ways are more efficient than mine. Doesn't mean that my way is wrong. It's
Absolutely.
just his is more efficient.
Okay.
Fair enough. Thank you for the question.
Paul.
Great question. Great question. Appreciate you, brother. Bless you.
All right.
And also, let me add to that. I think that praying really helped.
Hey, we needed prayer, bro. I mean, we needed some good luck.
because I'm almost like what you said at the 11th hour. I wanna. You know what? I'm tired. But relationship doesn't really mean that you connect well together or you blend well together. I think it's two willing people
Absolutely.
willing to work it out, because anybody could be with you as long as you're willing to work it out.
Absolutely. And in truth, one of the hard things, in my opinion, is that we do this channel together, right? We do this channel together. So there is a certain stress or strain that it puts on the relationship. But it's also something that keeps us together. It's also something that brings us together, in my opinion. But it's hard. And let's be real. I'm not the easiest person to work with. I understand that. I have an expectation of, I have a certain expectation when it comes to work ethic, when it comes to, how we're going to do things. And that takes an adjustment. I don't think anybody could work with me. And shout out to you for making those adjustments, because I know it's not easy, especially coming from a different culture and having certain different expectations about work ethic, about being about a lot of different things. So shout out to you for that.
If I think the only thing that I want to thank me being stubborn is me pushing, just hanging on and just keep pushing. I'm stubborn sometimes, but this is what I'm going to thank me being stubborn, because
Thank you for it too.
Yeah, because if it's not,
you weren't stubborn.
Yeah.
I thank you for it too. Do you feel like we turned the corner?
Yeah, I think so, because whenever we had, like, recently, I don't think we had that big of a disagreement, and every time, I thank you also, because I know that you've had a lot of adjustments, especially when it comes to talking about your concerns and how you frame it to me. I think it worked. I accept it more positively than negatively.
Okay. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome. Let's see. Andrew said someone needs to sends Cheng high
school cafeteria lady hairnet.
Oh, right, exactly. For reals. For reals. I'm serious. I mean, stepping in her hair all the dang time, man. Right? Go ahead. You wanna?
Okay, so Christopher Michael, thank you so much for your super chat.
Chat or super sticker?
Super. The super.
Thank you for the super. Thank you, brother. We always appreciate you.
The super.
Always appreciate you coming in here, supporting our channel. We really, really appreciate it. And you guys, by the way, we I don't like soliciting super chats or super stickers. There's some channels that do the thing where, like, we're not going to say this until you guys send us X amount of super chats or something. Doing none of that. Yeah. Well, we want you have questions. We'll answer your questions if you send to. Oh, none of that. Get all that.
If you have a ton of questions, book a consultation.
Yeah, if you have a ton of questions, book a consultation. But otherwise, you got questions about us, ask your questions. We'll answer your questions, super sticker or super chat or not. We're answering your questions regardless. And we appreciate you guys.
Today.
Yeah, and we appreciate you guys coming onto our show and participating in what we're doing. So we appreciate. Nobody's gonna be mad at you for sending the super chat or super sticker. Nobody's gonna get upset and irate, but we appreciate it regardless. We appreciate your support. All right, on to the next one. Right, go ahead.
Jeff said,
What's up, Jeff?
Hi, Rich and Cheng. I miss several restaurants in the Philippines. Popsi's, Inasal, Orange Brutus, Greenwich Pizza. What's your favorite restaurants? I miss McDonald's, fried chicken as well. My favorite restaurant is IDC.
IDC? What's IDC?
I don't care. Because I like to I eat a lot, so I eat anything.
Bro, she'll eat. She's like a human garbage disposal, bro. She'll eat it every time. You ever notice how I say, Cheng, are you? Never mind. Because she's always hungry. She'll eat anything. She'll eat IDC, right?
Do you want you? Do you have a favorite restaurant?
I don't know. What do I like? I don't care about food though.
You're the same.
No, but you're always hungry though. You always hungry. You want to eat every damn thing in sight.
What's your favorite food? Cheesecake. Oh.
Cheesecake. Is it my favorite food though?
Chicken.
That's my favorite dessert. Chicken's my favorite. Chicken. Any chicken is my favorite food. Preferably roasted, not fried. Yeah, just any.
I like chicken.
I like chicken. I eat a lot of chicken, bro. A lot of chicken. Right. Okay.
Okay, Cliff said, Cheng, I experienced two people that clearly enjoy one another's company. Whether they live in the same household or not, and it was a privilege to see with my own eyes. Thank you so much, Cliff.
Thank you, Cliff. Same. Back at you, bro. We really had a good time. We really enjoyed your company, and it won't be the last time we connect for sure. For sure, right? Let's see.
DC said, if your lady loved blasting the AC nonstop, let her pay the electric bill.
Don't stop it.
I think we also have the same issue, but unfortunately, I don't know if this is a good issue because we both have allergic rhinitis. So we can't have.
Just gotta clean.
Yeah.
Just gotta clean.
So we can't really blast the AC when we're sleeping or when he's sleeping because you'll get asthma. But there are some things that you really encounter in the beginning of the relationship, especially when you spend more time together. But eventually, you have to have the big C word, which is compromise. Gucci. Compromise.
I know what you're talking about. All right.
So Blackbuck said, well, for the daters, it's a Valentine's Day. For us non-daters, it's just another weekend.
Right. Exactly. Right. I always thought Valentine's Day was the biggest scam. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I always thought Valentine's Day was the biggest scam. Like when we was out last night at BGC, all these suckers is out carrying bags and all. I'm like, y'all some. Anyway, I mean, to each his own. But I'm just like, I didn't see no dudes with bags, with their own bags. I didn't see no dudes. What did she buy for him? Like, who made Valentine's Day a day for women?
I think in Japan, it's a thing.
It is a thing, right? But I'm just saying, this. I just think it's a sucker's holiday. All them holidays, it's like a marketing frenzy. It's another way for stores to make a whole bunch of money off of us. So it's like 11/11, how they make all these little holidays just to get you to spend your money. Miss me with all that. I'll take her out to dinner on any night. Yeah. How many nights you went out to dinner last week? Like 3, 4, like 2, 3 nights, right? It's in the last week. Miss me with all that. I gotta take you out to dinner on Valentine's Day or treat you different.
Me too.
Stop with all that. You get treated good.
During anniversary, you give something special, especially if it's
something special.
Are you gonna be? Oh yeah, you're here.
So you got something real special.
You're real special. The special that I want only.
Yeah, I got you. Anyway,
James Soval.
What's up, James?
Having kids add a significant dimension to the relationship. those kids need to fit into that long-term plan, and they don't always
You
do.
got that right.
Mhm.
These kids do. These kids do, James. But look, let me keep it real. It wasn't an overnight decision. Let's put it that way. It was not an overnight decision. I put aside money to live very comfortably for the rest of my life and to add somebody to that. But I did not put aside money for me, somebody, and two kids. So that was a big consideration for me, right? I mean, look, you when you plan how you plan, and in my plan didn't originally include being with somebody with kids. So I'm as a man and as somebody who's expected to provide, you have to rethink all of a sudden.
Mhm.
And hey, am I willing to do this? Because that's gonna, like, well, you can call it whatever you want to, but that's gonna cut into your savings
Yeah.
because you're going to be expected to provide or support those kids in some way, shape, or form. So that's something you got to think about, and that's something I needed to think about. So
Mhm. And adding to what you said, I think what I really like about the relationship is that we openly talk about those hard things in the beginning of our relationship. What do you expect from me? What I expect
right,
from you. So I think that's really, really important, especially if you are looking at that person as your long-term partner.
right,
So yeah,
agreed,
you have
agreed.
to have difficult conversation, especially if she has children.
Sure.
Especially
Right.
if she has children.
Phone lines are open, you guys. If you got questions, we got answers. Ain't
Mhm.
that like a somebody's
Tagline.
tagline
I
or
don't know.
somebody? I think
You
got
got
questions,
questions?
we got
We
answers.
got
I gotta swear that's somebody's tagline. All right, phone lines are open. If you want to call in and give us your question. Give it to us. Right, go
Mhm.
ahead.
So Young Fresh said, I let my langga do everything in the crib, but just don't touch my area where I have to work. If I have my mouse next to my keyboard in a certain way, just leave it
Don't
there.
touch my
Don't move
mouse.
any
Yeah,
of my pens
yeah.
either.
That's
Yeah.
the
So
thing.
I learned that.
And it's different because I work at home. I work from home, so that space over there doubles as my workspace. I don't want you touching my stuff. If something get broke, I broke it, right? If something get broke, you're gonna say I'm sorry. I don't want to hear nothing about I'm sorry, right? I don't want to hear nothing about I'm sorry because now you're messing with my money. You're messing with my workspace. Anyway, okay, we'll take another call. All right, caller, what you got, man?
Hey, it's Morris again.
Momo.
What are you guys hobbies and interests? I listen to online.
Okay. So one of our hobbies and interests is we want to do a city walks, a hiking, and we want to do a lot of active stuff. So we have what?
Go ahead.
So we have actually signed up recently. We just finished a 125 kilometers challenge, and supposedly we need to finish it in about 3 months, but we just finished that in less than a week. And yeah, we like to do races. So that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I have, I think, 20 of these.
And I have
More
a
than
few.
20, more than 20 of these. This is my hobby and interest. I love running. I love Spartan races. I've done 17 Spartan races, I think. I've 10Ks, 5Ks. I just want to exercise. I want to exercise. I want to stay fit. So this is the hobby interest, right? This
Yeah.
is kind of what we do. These are some of the ones that I've gotten since I got here.
Yeah.
But I have like a case.
14.
I got a whole bunch of them. Yeah, a whole bunch. Of them.
So
That's
yeah.
the hobbies and interests. Yeah.
So before him, I do fun runs, but now he introduced me to Spartan races. Yes, yes. What is your profession? Aru, Aru, Aru.
Right. So it's something we have in common, something we like to do, and it gives us a chance to exercise and talk in the morning
And that's where that's where a lot of the topics that we
Yeah.
put into videos,
For sure.
especially when we do city walks. You know what? And then we're going to
make a video. out of it, right?
yeah, we're going to make a video out of our casual conversations. So yeah, so it's like our thinking time and at the same time our physical time together.
Right. Callie said that man, my wife My wife just said that dude is not married to a Mexican after Rich said the rent. Right. Exactly. It's true. It's definitely true. Definitely different culture, right? Definitely different. I would not say the same thing for sure. Fournier is in the house. What's happening, Fournier? My brother from down under. What's happening, right?
If you have questions, let us know. Send us in the chat or call us in.
Call in, send your question in the chat. If any question you wanted to ask, you wanted to know, within reason, ask away. You got another question?
Yes, I do have another question.
What's your question?
So, during the early days of our relationship, when did you realize that this relationship was serious?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a real answer. I'm trying not to get all nostalgia. The boys. I fell in love with the boys. Those are my dogs. Those dudes are my dogs. And we went from, remember in the beginning, we went from Uncle Rich every day. It's like all the time when we work together, when we just work together and we're just working, and the boys, we bonded instantly. Instantly. It was like no question about it, we bonded.
And they gave you a gift immediately when they first met you.
Yeah, and they're always trying to get my attention. Uncle Rich, right? And then I can't remember if it was Zeke or I can't remember which one said, "Hey, can we just call you Dad?"
It was too, yeah.
Yeah, and that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The boys, yeah, I know, you know how I am. That got me, that got me, and so when I connected with the boys, now we're all connected, and that's what changed stuff for me.
And the fact that the boys brought it up, how they want to call you, and then they look up to you. And I see the difference now, how the boys act now. What would Dad say? What would Dad think? And yeah, it's just cool, especially during the first meeting. I was so hesitant. Of course, a woman with kids should be hesitant to introduce.
It was like 4 months.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
before we even met as friends. Before I met your family and we were friends. So yeah,
hesitant because I don't want to introduce someone to the boys if I haven't vetted this person. So so I'm just going to introduce him as my friend because you are my friend at that time and my workmate. So when I introduced you, and then immediately they know a little background about you. Like for example, you like Star Wars, so they have this mask. They had this mask, Darth Vader mask. I don't. Yeah, they had this Darth Vader mask that was given to them as a gift, and then
they re-gifted it?
But it was given to them. Yeah, it was given to them as a gift, and it was so valuable for them. That's why I asked them, "Are you sure you really want to give this? You really like this?" And then, "No, I'm cool. I'm going to give it to him because he really likes this." So and then that was the first.
That's when it was for me. When they became not just your kids, those are my dogs. Those are my dogs. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Jeff R said,
I know, but I love cooking and I want to cook for her and her son sometimes to treat them with good meal. But of course, she will do the majority of the cooking if she wants.
Right. Okay. I think that's some Valentine's Day chat. All right. Any more questions?
Watching from Bohol. Who's watching from Bohol, honey?
Oh, where?
Eagle.
Eagle. What's happening, Eagle?
Hello, Eagle.
From out there in Bohol. Hey, how is Bohol? Man, we got that's on the trip list. That's after maybe that might after Vietnam. That should be our next trip. It's out to Bohol. Go out to the resort, Matt Choi's place. Yeah, go out to Matt Choi's joint. Yeah. Anyway, okay. All right. Any other questions? What other questions you guys have? Okay.
Young Fresh said, "Are there any Filipino foods you just can't get down with? I would love to get more into tocino, but I just can't do anything sweet. Why is food sweet?"
Everything.
Can I answer for you, Annie?
Go ahead.
Anything that you can't just get down with? I think it's balut.
Yeah, I tried it though. We made We made one of our first videos. That's kind of a big. For that time, that's kind of a big video. I tried it. I just couldn't get down with balut. But I wanted I wanted to try it to say I tried it, right? We doused it with vinegar and all that kind of stuff, and salt and all this. But it didn't drown the taste out. It
They
didn't.
didn't
Yeah,
let me eat
yeah,
the
yeah.
embryo either.
Yeah,
I
was
don't like
cool with
it.
all that.
I just eat the yolk, but the
I was
embryo no.
very cool on all that.
So,
Yeah.
Luca, hello, Luca. Thank you for your question. Richie and Cheng, do you sometimes engage in mind reading, like trying to wait for the other to guess what you want and be upset if the other is clueless? My husband does it. It's frustrating sometimes.
What's your answer?
Yeah, I think we just had this last night. Yeah. So, what? Go ahead, Annie. First, I'll compose my thoughts first.
I don't do that. I don't do it. To be honest, I do think that because we're around each other a lot, there are certain things that we can talk without talking because we're around each other a lot, like make body languages or hand gestures, and we know what we're talking about, but other people will not know. Or we can say certain things because we've been around each other and we know what they mean. Like if I said deli slicer, right? Yeah, we know what we're talking about. But as far as the mind reading thing, that's her thing. I don't do the mind reading thing. I'm a communicator because I understand the importance of it. So I try to, but I don't think it's a cultural thing. I think it's a gender based thing. I really do.
Gender based. I think so too. And I think I'm better at it, but it needs more improvement. And just like I go back and forth. Like I have this, I already set my mind into doing something, and then women change their mind a lot, and yeah, so I go back and forth because I'm weighing the pros and cons, and then eventually I ended up changing my mind, and then not
getting nothing.
Yeah,
not getting anything that you actually want in the first place.
Yeah, so it is what it is. So I know already how you would respond. So you take the consequences of your actions. So just that. So if Mhm. It's frustrating because you want your partner to be conscious of your demeanor, especially when you're around each other a lot. You know if something's wrong, if she's tired or and all that. I think yeah, I think he's good at reading body language.
Do you feel like I try to make you read my mind? You still gotta know.
No.
Maybe it's makeup. No, I think it might be makeup. Okay. Do you feel like you don't feel like I try to get you to read my mind, or
No.
No, I think I'm pretty good at communicating what
I just like it when you're just let me know, like for example, diba, you're silent sometimes, especially when after a disagreement and all that. Just let me know that you need space. Then I'm not gonna talk to you.
You don't know that by now. You don't know that already.
Because you know me, Annie. I want to resolve conflict immediately. And then that's the thing that we are opposite.
We're different, yeah.
I want to resolve conflict
Space. Let me think about it.
Yeah, he needs space. And to me, if you're wanting space, you're drifting away. So I'm like,
no, because when you have some time to think, then you can look at things from somebody else's perspective. If you're upset and you're all and you're thinking emotionally and all that stuff. Give me some space. Think about it from your perspective, from mine. Find a solution, a compromise, or something like that. We're gonna be good. Do I stay mad for days and all that stuff? Do I stay mad for? I mean, unless you did some. Usually, I don't stay mad for a long period of time. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, 2 days. Yeah. You stayed mad. You did talk to me for 2 days.
But I think what happened was very egregious. I think what happened was very egregious, and yeah, luckily we sorted it out, and hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Good thing I'm stubborn. I mean, not stubborn, persistent.
Yeah.
Persistent.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Anyway.
So Raymond said, my understanding is both you met on dating site. Cheng, what made you choose Rich profile and Rich was attracted? What attracted you to Cheng? I don't think she's attracted to me. He's attracted to me. But hold on. I don't want to answer for him. I'm gonna answer for myself. I chose his profile because I was looking for educational attainment. And at the same time, I want someone who's fairly educated and talking about things with sense. Because a lot of times the people that I met on the dating site are, for me, in my opinion, was shallow. Like I can't have
Hell, what do you mean? What they want?
talk about talk about
The nasty.
the nasty
Nasty.
all the time. And
too? No, I didn't really talk about it. Not for
no,
myself.
no.
Not for
We unless I volunteered.
But I don't think we really talked about that for a hot minute.
No.
Well, at least not for a few.
Okay.
For a while. We'll call it one.
Yeah. But to me, I looked at this picture and look at this. Slick and dapper. Yeah, but his profile, to me, and also when I started talking to him, like, you know what, I don't want to waste my time just chatting. I want to meet you in person and see what you're about. And I think that he's, based on what he wrote down, he's fairly educated. I'm just I assume that based on your profile picture, because you're looking sharp. So yeah, so I think I liked him because of how he carried the conversation online and in person.
Listen, Richie,
What
what
attracted
attracted you to Cheng? Her
I
personality.
Uh-huh.
No, it was
in the
her.
picture, did I like you first?
I don't
I
even
don't
remember. I don't even remember what your profile picture was.
I can't
I
even
have no
remember.
idea.
I just remembered your profile picture.
Yeah, I have no idea what your profile picture was. But her personality. We met, and to be honest, that was on the whole, on that one dating site, and so you get inundated, you get blown up with so many different responses to your profile, and so it was just kind of a matter of sifting through all the different responses and kind of getting rid of the ones that you just know aren't for you, and kind of narrowing it down. And she fit into that, when I did the, what do you call it,
Filter.
when I started filtering, she just kind of fit, and we went from there. And she turned out to be pretty cool. And she grew on me. I'll definitely say that. Caller, who's calling? Where you calling from?
Yo, it's Ike. What's going on?
What's happening, Ike? What's going on, bro? What's your question, man?
So, not a question, but well, actually, well, I wanted to, yeah, but you just hit on something. I think that even though this is not what the show is about, that's important. It's not the chicks on the sites who are showing you this or offering to do that and that. It's the ones who you see who actually like block those people and who are like serious.
Right.
And like, what you're saying about what attracted Cheng to you was that you wasn't trying to like hardcore crack on her. You wasn't going straight to like the D pics and dumb stuff like that.
Right.
That is so, I think, important for the audience to, if they didn't pick up on it, for anybody who's still looking, to have heard that part.
Ike, you make a great point, and I'm a piggyback on you, and I'm gonna say this to put people out here up on game. If you run into a woman online who asks you, "Are you married?" That's a good thing. It's a good thing because, number one, that usually tells you she's not married, and she's definitely looking for a specific type of dude, and she's serious about dating, right? Because if she's not serious,
Right.
it doesn't even matter to her. She's just trying to get a dude, right? So that's a good thing.
Right.
So there were women who asked me, "Are you married? Are you in a relationship?" So that's a good point. Thank you, brother.
Oh yes, I mean it's like, I tell folks the website that Tess and I met on, I would not recommend.
Me either.
I mean, it was basically TikTok meets OnlyFans.
Right.
It was, she should not have been on there. I should not have been on there, but we
But
were.
you were, right? Yeah.
And I could see right away when guys would say things in her videos, she'd be like block. Like, cool. She wasn't like the other women on there. I wasn't like the other dudes on there. And that's how that all works. So that's not the topic. When you guys touched on that, I think that's important for the fellas listening to kind of the Johns on the website, so you're probably having the most fun with, ain't the ones who
They're not the long termers. They're not the long termers. I agree.
No,
We just had this conversation
not at all.
in a consultation before this live stream.
And then the other part about, your dogs. The first time Tess and I, I mean, we walked into the house a bunch of times coming back from whether it was shopping or going to Baclaren Church or whatever it was. But the first time we walked back into her house and her granddaughter just ran and was jumping up and down yelling, "Daddy low, daddy low, daddy low."
Right.
Yo, the kids do something.
They do. They really do. I ain't lying, bro. I'm not lying. You can see how I get worked up just talking about them boys.
Right.
They do, bro. Hey man, appreciate your call, brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you,
Yep.
Ike.
Yeah, the only question I'm gonna ask you guys, when you go to meet somebody for dinner or drinks, who's responsible for the directions?
Good question. Good
The
question.
night we met y'all, fire that person.
Yeah, exactly. Remember when we met them? Yeah. I think, but it was some whack. Something whack happened. I can't remember what happened, but we did have a good
I
time.
don't know if it was the wrong.
Yeah.
What was it called? The Bailey Hotel.
Yeah.
There was two of them.
Yeah. I think there was two of
Yeah.
them, and we went to the wrong one first time or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but it was whack.
Not a problem.
But we
I'm
did
back
have a
in
good
town
time.
March 4th. So
Oh, nice.
hopefully you guys are back or back from Thailand or wherever, however that's going.
I'm back from the States.
From the 4th to the 24th.
I'm back from the States on the first week of March, and then late in March we're gonna go to Vietnam. We're gonna head over there. So we'll see you, brother. We'll definitely see you.
Okay, so I will miss you guys this trip, but we will hook up. Love you both.
We'll see you. We'll definitely see you. All right.
Happy Valentine's Day, Ike and Miss Tess.
Yeah. Can I
Go ahead.
can we just keep it a buck for a minute?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the boys, would we be together?
I don't think so.
There's no way.
Mhm.
There's no way.
I don't think so, because we've already reached that point. I think that what's keeping us together. I ask myself, is this channel keeping us together? What's keeping us together? Because it's really just like what we said in our last few videos. Why is this guy so difficult? So that was my question. Every time I go home, like we shoot something, when I go home, he's so difficult. That's my question. Do I really want this? I always ask myself that question. How bad do I want this? Do I really want this? Is it only for me? Is it for the boys? Because I think this is what a lot of women will tell you, that when they start dating or they meet someone on social media or Facebook dating or dating apps, they would say, "What's your goal of dating? What's your goal?" But to me personally, my goal in dating is to find a male role model for the boys that I think I can get along with. But most importantly, my focus is I want the boys to grow up with a good male role model. And I think, me is second.
Right.
Being in a relationship is second, but to me, finding a good male role model for the boys, that's my main objective.
Yeah.
Help discipline the boys, because I can discipline as much, but a father's discipline is different, or a man's discipline is different from a woman's discipline.
Not even discipline, but correction and teaching.
I
think sometimes when people say discipline, they think of like corporal punishment.
I don't think it's like that.
Spanking kids and all this.
Okay, gotcha.
And that's never happened. But correction, and teaching, taking aside and saying, hey, look, let me show you something, young man. Like, in teaching. No, those are my dogs. And no, we probably wouldn't, if it wasn't for them. I don't think we'd be together.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. Yeah.
I'm just glad to have those ones. God for my boy.
I'm glad to have them too. And I'm glad to have you. And I'm glad you found a way to turn the corner. I'm glad you found a way to turn the corner, because I know it's not easy, but if you want, I think about it this way. Like you said, what do you want from the relationship? What are you trying to get? If you're trying to get a quality man, if you're trying to get someone who can teach you, someone who can help you, someone who can improve your life, some in every facet, not just monetarily, not just financially, but in every facet, someone who helps you grow. And that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get. And growth ain't easy all the time. Growth
It's
can
uncomfortable.
be uncomfortable.
Super.
And it's not always going to be comfortable, but that's what growth is.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's pushback and all that stuff. But the question is, when you look back, how much have you grown? That's the question. And when I look back a couple of years, I think I've grown a lot. I think I've grown. I mean, my patience, how patient I am, because good googly moogly, I've had to be patient, man.
I never knew I had that patience also. Because
I didn't have it. Yeah.
Said you said that you're not the easiest person to work with, because I just think that I realize in myself, gosh, I'm so strong-willed. I'm
Is it easier to get along with me outside of work than working?
easier to get it's like the same. It's
It's like the
interconnected.
same.
It's interconnected.
I'm easier going.
Going outside work.
Yeah, I think I'm
You're
much
easy
easier
going outside work, but when it
I'm more
comes to
jokey. I'm more jokey outside of work when we're just. But when it comes to work, I'm working.
but when we're working, honey, I don't treat you as my partner. I treat you as my boss. That's what I think. I should look at you as my boss when we're working.
Then you have the right idea. Yeah, when I'm working, I'm working. I'm in work mode and I'm focused. Dude, totally different dude. A totally different dude outside of work. But when I'm working, there's a way. There's only one way to get to where you get. Go ahead, caller. What you got, brother?
It's Morris again.
Give it to us.
Hi.
Give it to me, baby.
Do you think, Cheng, do you think your resistance to for change is due to you being independent and I wouldn't know, that's the wrong word. Not independent, you being in charge of raising your boys by yourself. Do you think that had a big part in that?
Yeah, I think so. And I think I brought up that word resistance in this new year, because I said that I realized in the past year, Mo, that I was so resistant to I had a lot of pushback, and I was so hesitant, but I followed him. But I gave him a pushback. So I still followed. It's not that I don't want to follow, but I gave him pushback first.
You didn't want to follow.
Didn't want to follow.
I didn't want to follow. I just didn't want to follow.
No, I think I was super resistant, but I want to be open. So I'm kind of in between. I want to try new things. I want to follow your lead, but I'm just like what you said, being alone, being uh on my own for 7 years before I met him. I think it has a lot to do with making the decisions for myself, for the boys. I don't need to consult anybody, but now I had to, because he knows, and I understand that he has more experience than I am. He raised 2 kids, so who are grown already. So I think that enough is like basis for me to really let him take charge.
Right.
All right, brother. We appreciate you. We're gonna take this next call, man.
Thank you,
Thank you, brother.
All right.
Blessings. Caller, what you got? Well, who's calling? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's going on, man? This is Doc Rob.
What's happening, Doc?
Hey, man, I just want to tell you guys I appreciate the dinner that we had the last trip, Elle and I, when we were in the Philippines. I'll be back in June. But I have a question, and my question is for Cheng, with the 2 boys. Are you ever concerned about the education that they receive in the Philippines, and how tough is Rich on the boys when it comes to their education and what they're receiving in school?
Okay, good question. Thank you. Thank you, Doc. And to be honest, not a knock on the public education system. That's the reason why I enrolled my children in private schools. And I know that it has, compared to the US, it's far. the quality of
What's the difference?
the education, because a lot here the education system doesn't really teach you to do critical thinking. It's more of like the way I see it as a teacher myself. It's more on spoon feeding the kids and not letting them think for their own, or we don't give as much activities for critical thinking skills. But here in the Philippines, this is just my opinion, that when you want quality, you have to pay for it. So that's the reason why I enrolled them in private schools. Rich is tough, especially with how the boys should look after each other, and how, when it comes to safety, when it comes to life skills, when it comes to things that cannot be taught in the classroom, that I cannot teach them. He's very strict about that when it comes to those things. And I think he really did a good job establishing that in the mind of the boys.
Okay, hey, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Doc. We'll see you when you get back, brother.
All right, brother. Take care.
Take care.
Take care.
I think we might have missed a call. Call if we missed you, give us a call back. We'll put you on. Yeah, I think that was a fair assessment. I think, and when you say tough, I don't know that I'm tough on them, but I definitely want them to understand that there's a certain level of care that oldest one needs to have for his younger brother, and that they both need to be taking care of their mother.
Mhm.
That they both need to be watching out for their mother when it comes to safety on the streets, when it comes to certain things, and teaching life skills and analytical thinking skills,
Mhm.
teaching critical thinking skills that they're probably not going to get no matter what school they go to here. So I think those are things that I try to instill in them.
I think
sure.
I know. They exactly know that you're the boss, because who are we going to follow? Because I always tell them that you ask your dad, consult him first. No, so I always lead them to you.
Okay, cool. We'll take this call. All right, caller, what you got?
Richie Cheng.
What's happening, Black Box? What's your question, brother?
A question, because I did the same thing with one of my exes years ago when I was in the military. I would bring books to them that they normally don't have in their curriculum to read that I read when I was a child. Would you consider doing something like that? Because to expand them, because since you're overseas and they don't have that perspective, that there's something from your end of the side of the table that you can add to their lives, education wise. If you are a lawyer, your mind works differently than the average person because you're a lawyer. So, is there something you can do like that? Because that's what I did. It was a different thing. But my brain works differently.
I think that's a great question, and the answer is I already do that. As far as there's a couple of things that I incorporated. One is we're not doing the tablet or the phones at the dinner table. And when you're watching certain things in the beginning, they were watching all these dancing videos and all this bullshit, and it drove me crazy because mom dances and mom does this stuff for work, and so they're emulating mom, and they didn't have a male role model to emulate, so that's all they knew, and they're dancing and doing all of this bullshit, and I'm like, what are we doing here? And instead of us watching these dance videos, look, watch something educational and tell me what you learned. Watch something on the Discovery Channel or on this or that. Tell me what you learned. Tell me what you learned in school today. I want to hear what you learned, what you know. I don't care about dancing unless that's how you're going to make your money later on. So that's what I brought to the table. Is now we're going to start learning and we're going to start communicating instead of just sitting at the table eating and watching videos all the time.
Yeah, and also we see to it that when the boys come over, like here, when we come over here, we spend a lot of family time together, like board games,
Right.
off the gadgets. Yeah.
Yeah.
And some trivia questions too.
A lot of trivia questions. Just what do you test? Educating. I don't care about none of this videos and all these toys and all that stuff. I don't care about none of that. It's teaching time. It's teaching, learning, talking, communicating, and making the boys feel comfortable coming to me and telling me what's going on in their life, so that when there's a time they need somebody they feel comfortable talking to me.
Okay, cool.
Thank
Well,
you,
well,
Black Box.
Appreciate you, brother. Good question. Thank you.
Hold on.
Caller, what you got?
Yo, what's up? Young Fresh again from Brooklyn. I just want to touch on one thing that I think is very, very popular, man.
Mhm.
Very powerful. Man. And about the way you teach your sons and you kind of lead them. I
Mhm.
think that's like what you said is so powerful, man, because what I mean specifically is, when they're dancing and they're playing games and they're doing all this stuff, they are doing that because that's the way they were programmed on maybe when they watch TV, like, or when they go to school, that's what's popular amongst the kids. But what you're actually teaching them, right? What you tell them, hey, no, I don't care about none of that. Tell me, what you learned today. I don't care if you learn how to do your, like, 9 times 5, whatever it is. Tell me what you learned. Like, what you were actually training their brain to do is to invest in themselves, to invest in self-improvement.
Absolutely.
And at the end of the day, they're going to think, well, this is not really for the benefit of this dude. Why is he telling me? He's telling me for the benefit of me. So
Absolutely.
he actually wants me to report back to him
He gives a damn.
to say what I actually learned. This is only going to benefit me.
Right.
So I think that is absolutely amazing, man. And I just think that's great that you do that, because a lot of leaders, a lot of father figures, a lot of biological fathers, non-biological fathers, or even non-biological moms don't do those types of things. So that's all I really wanted to
Thank
call in
you.
and say, man.
I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
Definitely appreciate
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
So Slick Rick has a question here. Oh, let's go ahead.
Go ahead.
Slick Rick said, Cheng, do you still have your eat right you met Richie with? Yes, I still do
Still
have.
got that one.
Yeah.
Luckily, they outlawed it now. Though. They outlawed it. You can't hear it. You can't use it.
Sit in the major highways. So I don't bring it when I go to his place.
Good.
But I use it to buy groceries, and I use it to buy like stuff in the wet market because it's heavy. So
It's the grocery grabber.
yeah,
Right?
it is.
Yeah. Good question, though. Good question. Okay. Hold on. Where we at?
Yeah, okay. DC said, Risa and I enjoyed being in the presence of beautiful Cheng and Big Rich. Thank you so much, and the pleasure is ours.
The pleasure was definitely ours. We had a good time. We really had a good time, right?
So Frank Ellie said, Cheng, ever think about getting contacts or LASIK surgery? I'm already wearing contact lenses, so I am thinking about. I talked to you about having LASIK surgery.
She should do it. It's a
Yeah.
lot cheaper than when I had it done. A lot cheaper. Let's take this call real quick.
Okay.
Caller, who's calling? Where you calling from?
It's Michael, soon to be calling from Ilo.
What's happening, Michael? What's going on, brother?
Counting the days, and they're catching up fast.
I hear you, bro. I hear you, though. I hear you. What question you got?
One question is, you got your winter coat for when you go to Buford. It's still cold in South Carolina.
I got something for it.
Okay, my question would be, coming to the Philippines in less than a month as a single guy and never having kids, what am I getting myself into going out with single moms, or what should I look out for? What's the roadblocks?
Great question. Great question, especially for the audience. What you got?
So I think
I'm
Michael.
gonna hang up what you answer.
Okay. So I think Michael, one of the things that you really need to have first is have an open mind.
Mhm.
You have an open mind because 85% to 90% of the women you will meet here are single moms. And yeah, and I think that you have to consider that, number one, if she has a job and how many kids she has, is she a breadwinner, and how she deals with finances, and check if she involves the children early on in the relationship, because I think that's really important, because sometimes a lot of women use their children to as leverage in the relationship. So if she introduced the children immediately in the relationship, I think that, you know, maybe sometimes they ask that, oh, we don't have dinner yet, and then, you know, try to pull the heartstrings of that person. So what else? What else can you add?
I would say none of that. I'll let you talk about that. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. You're being here, you don't have kids yet. Bruh, from a man's point of view, and if there's other men in this audience that are gonna verify this, there will be many women that you will meet that are gonna say Bahala na, Bahala na. And what that means is, look, you don't have kids. I'm willing to shoot this shit inside of me and let's make a baby. And they don't give a damn about thinking about how much it's going to cost, how much time it's going to, none of that. So I'm going to tell you, be cautious, be very cautious, because there are people that are going to tell you to do things that you know, that are going to encourage you to do things you know you should not do, that you know are bad decisions for your future. And you're going to have to resist doing those things, because your body's going to tell you, do it, brother. But your mind and your pockets are going to tell you this is a bad effing idea. And it's only going to be up to you and the decisions you make as to how things turn out. But there will be many women that are going to just say, give it to me. Bahala na. Bahala na. Give it to me, brother. There you go. That's what I would say. And be careful of those women.
Yeah.
Be careful of those women, because those are the women that are going to cause you a lot of trouble in the future.
Think about choose a woman who has goals already, like set goals placed or goals in mind even before.
Those women have goals. They have goals of having your baby and getting in your pockets. They got goals. Everybody got goals.
Goals of improving themselves.
And then goals of improving you too. Right? Choose a woman who makes your life better, bruh. Not who drains your balls, who makes your life better. Choose a woman who brings peace and stability to your life. That's what I would say. Every woman you meet here is going to do some of the same stuff. The worst of the worst and the best of the best, they're all going to do some of the same stuff because it's part of the culture. They're going to cook for you, they're going to clean, they're going to do laundry, they're going to take good care of you. But the quality women are going to do more. They're going to invest in the relationship. That's what I would say. Be careful of those women who want to drain your balls. There's a reason they want some. There's a reason they want to drain your balls.
Okay, so let's read Big Al's comment.
Big Al, oh, where? Right here?
And then.
Okay, go ahead.
Big Al said, Cheng, my wife says you're perfect just the way you are. My wife wears glasses also. Thank you. I think to rest my eyes, I think I'm gonna get a new pair of glasses, but it has to be rich approved.
I think you would look good with glasses,
but not the big glasses.
No, not them jokers. You still got those things?
Yeah, because I had to wear them because it's transition glasses, especially when I go out when it's sunny, so it turns black. Right. So 10:32. So thank you so much, Big Boss.
Thank you, Big Boss. We appreciate it.
Spend money on silly BS day.
Exactly, dude. That's how I look at it, man. Yeah. On some silly bullshit, man. I still don't buy into it. What was the time?
10:32.
Okay, so right here. Okay, yeah, I can't get into the whole Valentine's Day thing, bro. And my thing is this. I just said, is it important to Ching? Is it important to you? If it's not important to you, then do you want flowers? Do you care about if you don't care about it? Because I don't really care. But if it's a big thing, I get you some flowers. I mean, we went out to dinner anyway, so it wasn't but I get some flowers if it's a big deal to you, because I think sometimes it's about face, right? Girls, oh, look what my boyfriend got for me, blah, blah, right? So they can show off, show.
Yeah, I got you. I got the other girls also. But I think that, that's the only time he gave you flowers on Valentine's Day.
Exactly, yeah. Dude, in the last 2 weeks, how many times we've been out to dinner?
3?
Yeah, I mean, come on, miss me with all that. Yeah. You get treated like that all the time. Not just on day of
it's not a thing for me, to be honest.
Right. All right. So, okay, we got that one.
So Blackbuck said, so Cheng is Robin and Rich is the Batman.
I would say so. We say we're Cape Crusaders. I would say so. Yeah.
Mm.
So I mean, it took us a while to figure it out because Robin was trying to be Batman for a while, and that was never going to work. And
Yeah.
and you know, and I'm gonna say this: people can criticize me. People say, "Oh, Rich is too tough. Rich is too this." You know what? If that's what got me to the place I'm in now, where I'm relaxing and living my best life, then I'm gonna keep rocking that way. And it's worked. It works. And you end up getting quality people who are willing to invest in a relationship, and they wouldn't do it if you weren't worth it. If they didn't think you were worth it, they wouldn't do it. So, so you know, to people who criticize me for that, that's all right. It's all good. But yeah, I'm Batman and she's Robin. But look, Batman needed Robin. Batman needed Robin before he could be successful. Michael Jordan needed Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman before he started winning a whole bunch of chips. You can't. I mean, you can still be a Cape Crusader, but you need help sometimes. You need help, and you need that sidekick. You need that person who completes you and who completes what you're doing. That's what Cheng does.
Thank you. I'm happy to be your Robin.
You know what you can do after this video is over.
Oh,
after
yeah.
this live stream.
For Batman.
Did I earn my keep? Yeah. Just jokes.
So Deb said, I know. I plan to teach her how to grill barbecue pork spare ribs. Ooh, that makes me hungry. And cook for her my family famous chicken and sausage gumbo, homemade banana pudding, southern potato salad. I love potato.
Oh, that sounded good. Oh, yeah. We got to get some meat.
Yeah. Huh?
Okay.
Okay. So DC said, expecting two different people to become one takes 1 in a million or a billion to happen. I think that it takes a lot of work. It's a work in progress. So every relationship, whether you've been together for a long period of time, it still needs a lot of compromise. You get used to it sometimes, like you get used to the mannerisms or to the habits of that person, but it still needs work. And yeah.
Let me ask you a question though. When did you said you feel like we turned a corner? When did you turn the corner? And what made you turn the corner? What made you say, okay, you know what? Let me just give in. Let me just let him lead. When did you turn the corner? What happened? What happened? What made you feel like
I was tired. I got tired. I got tired of all the arguing. I got tired of all me. If I just said okay and just let him do his thing, which is to lead, I think that it's going to be easier for us. I can suggest and I can, share my thoughts, my opinions without pushback, without the resistance, because that's and I thank my friend for this, Kat, shout out to you, because we had a really, really good conversation and opened my mind a lot, because you and Kat are like the same. You're like, and me and Lester are like the same. So like, it kind of opened my mind a lot. And the word for the year, I think, especially when the year opened, is resistance. I'm not going to resist anymore. I just said that now I'm tired of feeling like this. I'm just gonna not resist.
Was it that you just felt like you didn't feel like I was capable of leading, or you felt
No.
So what was it? I mean, what was it that was making you? That was just where you felt like you needed to give pushback on everything.
I felt that you don't. I felt it just in my mind. I just felt that I needed to prove something to you. I need to keep proving myself to you, and I didn't realize that you also give credit to my way sometimes, but I didn't wrap my mind to the idea that you think that sometimes my ways are effective too, but not efficient. I just thought of it that you're not I'm not following you or all that. I just need to frame things.
But it was never that I thought your work, that what you did or what you said didn't work. But as I've always said, what if I could show you a better way? What if I could show you a way? Your way works. Sorry. Your way works and it works okay. What if I can show you a way that you can do it twice as fast and get double the results in half the time?
I think
Right.
I said it in the video that
Right.
it will be awesome.
Right.
So I did realize that you were just trying to help me.
Mhm.
And all I could see before was just, criticism, and you're I I thought that you were picking on me, some all of the small things that I do. Oh, he noticed it. All the small things account to big things, diba? You said. So
That's how you do little things. Is how you do big things.
yeah.
Mr. Scum.
Mr. said, what would you do different if you're able to go back day one when you first met, but with the knowledge you have now?
Good question. Good question.
I think that I wouldn't wear those glasses. but uh but again, I wasn't trying to impress you with how I clothe, because I know I can dress better. But I just want
I like
to
how you dress.
I just know that I just wanted to meet you, but I wouldn't change a thing. I think that I wouldn't change a thing, like saying yes to doing the interview with you.
I think you're missing. I think you're missing the point of the question. Sorry.
Sorry.
When you going back to day one, when you first met, with the knowledge you have now, we're talking. He's talking about it encompasses everything you know now, not just not just day one, but everything you know now. If you knew then what you know now, what would you do different if you could go back to day one?
So let me think about my answer. Can you answer it first?
Yeah, I think I wouldn't do anything different. I wouldn't do anything different, Mr. And I'm being real. And if it, sorry, let me open my mind a little bit and be more objective. I would try to be more patient, but I'm telling you, you guys have no idea how patient I've been. I would try to be more patient. But bruh, I mean, I would say that my patience has been tested, has really been tested. But I would hope, I would pray to God that He would give me even more patience than I had, than I've exercised. But that's about it. I wouldn't do anything different at all.
I think I'm going to answer by saying that I'm going to be more open-minded, and I think less not resistant at all. So, because that's what made our relationship difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
That in the workout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm trying to be objective and think if there's what do you think, if you could take that same question, what would you like me to have done different?
I think especially when you're sometimes not all the time. Sometimes when you're angry.
How do I get to that point?
Huh?
How do I get to that point?
Especially when I did.
How do I get to that point?
Because
I'm actually angry. Like, how do I get to that point?
Because of what I did also. Yeah. So previous experience.
Is it easy for me to get to that point?
Huh?
Is it easy for me to get to that point when I'm angry?
Of course not. Because you, what do you call that? Experience shapes expectations. So your did I say it wrong?
I have no idea what you're saying.
Yeah. Diba? Expectation or
your experience shapes your expectations.
Yeah, your experience shapes your expectations. So I think that your experience with me, you already anticipating that I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. That's why sometimes you get mad. So I think that when I just felt that at that time you were anticipating that I'm going to do something wrong or something.
Would you say you pushed me a lot? Not physically. I mean, would you say you pushed me a lot as far as my patience?
I don't think that I intentionally pushed you.
I didn't put the word intentionally in there. I chose my words I chose my words perfectly.
I think I did. I think I did.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I did push your patience, but I wasn't. Again, the intent was not to like literally push.
Well, I agree. I agree with that.
But I think that I did.
Yeah.
I did push your patience, and
even when I said, hey, look, I'm at the end of my patience, did you keep pushing?
Yeah, because we had a different ways of resolving things, and I think that somehow we figured that out. And I just need to give you at least your space. If you're willing to talk about it, then I'm going to talk. I'm not gonna insist on resolving conflict immediately, because that's yeah.
Yeah. So my point is this, because I agree with you. If you push a person to the point where they're angry or they're so pissed off, and then you say, "Oh my God, I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you did that." Well, sure you can. You pushed me to the point. You pushed me to that point. I told you, "Hey, I need you to leave me alone. I need you to stop. I need you to quit." But you keep pushing. You keep pushing. You keep pushing. Well, what do you expect? Right? That's my point. That's my point. But good question. That might have been a question. That some good questions in here actually. All right. What do we got? What do we got? Chub Sound. What's up?
That's ice.
Right? Oh, it is, huh? I'm tripping.
Okay, Mr. said, how long can you stay in the Philippines without being married or buying a condo or any special visa or stuff?
As long as they let you. As long as they keep extending your visa. But the honest answer, I think they've pushed it down to like 180 days. Like 180, or sorry, not 180 days, but 1.5 years. My bad. To where you're gonna have to get the hell out, where they're not gonna extend your visa anymore. About 1.5 years, and then you're gonna have to leave, and you can come back. Some people might say a visa run or something like that. It depends on what kind of visa you have. But without getting married, if you're on certain visas, up to a year and a half, and you can keep renewing. I don't know. Don't quote me on this, but I think they stopped giving out the 6-month visas. I think they stopped giving out the 6-month extensions, and they will extend up to 60 days now. But I don't think. And you guys in the audience, let me know. You guys can help correct this and put us all up on game. Has anybody recently gotten a 6-month extension on their visa? I would like to know that, because I don't think they do it anymore. I think they do the 2 months, but I don't think they extend it 6 months. Yeah. Okay. We'll take another call. Thanks. Caller, what you got?
Yeah, I was bouncing off what you were telling Mr. Mister. I thought it was 36 months. See, from everybody I'm hearing, you can renew your visa as long as they renew it up to 3 years.
Yeah, but they won't do it after 36 months. I'll definitely tell you. I have an in at BOI, and they won't do it. They won't do it anymore.
Well, it also how the Philippines is also depending on where you also file too, because every branch is different. Right. And what they do start asking is, you've been here for a while. Why don't you apply for another visa or this and that? And you say, "Oh, I'm enjoying the country so much." Blah blah blah. But what I would say, even if it is 36 months, stay for maybe a year, maybe a year and a half, and then leave for 2 or 3 days and come back and reset it every year and a half.
Sure.
Even if it is 36 months.
Yeah, and for me, I've never had that issue, because I've been home at least twice a year. Since I've been here, at least twice a year. And when I first got here, I went home 3 times. So
yeah, but that's what I'm hearing from Rod, VK, and all these other guys.
Is what? Is
36 months.
Yeah, well, that's what I said, a year and a half. That's 36 months, right?
Oh, 12, 24, 36 is 3 years.
3 years.
36 months? Oh, that is 3 years. My bad. What was I thinking? A year and a half. Okay.
12, 24, 36, 3 years.
Okay. All right. Maybe, yeah. Hey, thank you. My math is off. I'm hungry, brother. But anyway, hey, if someone else can chime, look, hopefully we can get a bit of a consensus, or, someone else to chime in on it. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. I like it. I like, that's the kind of knowledge we all need, so we can all learn it and benefit. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Okay, go ahead. So 36 months. Why was I thinking 36 months?
Maybe you're computing 6, 12,
18 months. Yeah, I don't know. I was tripping. Anyway, okay, come on, let's go.
So let's move on to the next.
Okay. Hold on, let's do this. Let's get a little light. There we go. Okay. And where we at?
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Okay, Big Love said, the two of you are my kind of sick people.
We're sick?
I
We're
just see.
sick and disgusting.
I don't care.
Right. Yeah, we're all right.
Okay. Can you read that for me?
This one?
Beer.
Okay. Beering said he liked James Bond movies, shaken, not stirred. Okay.
Welcome to our channel if you're new to our channel.
I think I might have seen this one.
Okay.
But welcome anyways, and we're always happy. You guys, if you're new to our channel, be sure to shout out where you're watching from. We always appreciate that. Let's see. Jeff said, Rich, how are you handling the typhoons and earthquakes there? I can't wait to experience them with my fiance when I get there. I'm used to earthquakes in California, but looking forward to the fills.
Don't don't wish for it.
Yeah, I mean, knock on wood that we don't have another one. I've only once when I was working, there was an earthquake, and it was like a 4.9, but you could feel it. But other than that, there's some tremors. They're not really earthquakes, and hopefully it stays that way. But like you said, I'm from Cali, bro. I mean, we've had earthquakes before. We know what they feel like. So, and as far as the typhoons here in Manila, you don't really get hit. The typhoons come from east to west, so you don't really get hit. By the time it gets to Manila,
It's
a lot of it is kind of siphoned down, or it's not as powerful as it is in other places. So you don't get hit as bad, and that's one of the things I like about Manila. So we get the strong winds, but we don't really get typhoons here in Manila. Yeah,
I agree.
the hardcore typhoons. There is some flooding depending on where you are.
Yeah.
Depending on where you live. I don't have flooding in my area at all. That if a typhoon comes where I live, you won't even know it. You won't even know it unless you go somewhere outside. Yeah, outside.
You see the
balcony. Yeah, unless you go to other areas. If a typhoon comes where I live, you won't even know it. It doesn't affect where I live. Yeah. So luckily, hopefully it stays that way, and hopefully typhoons don't hurt other people. But yeah.
So we already answered that question when I called in.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. Next. Oh, okay. Take another call. All right. Hold on, caller. Caller, what you got? What's your question, man?
What's up? It's DG.
What's up, DG? What's happening, man? Hello? You there, bro?
Connection.
That's his connection. There's always like some dead spot in his house somewhere.
Okay, let's get back to him.
Okay, DG, we have to. There was a dead spot. I'm not sure, but we couldn't connect with you on that, so it was like just blank. So
yeah,
if you can, if you can get to like a spot where it's a little bit more clear, call us back. Love to hear your question. Okay, what else? Okay.
Okay. So Lucas said, "True. Valentine's is commercial holiday. Yeah, and I think
Richie.
Yeah, Richie.
Yeah,
True.
right.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think also because there are a lot of business-minded people during Valentine's Day.
They're trying to get paid. People are trying to get paid, and I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying I'm not your dude to like. Yeah, if you're mine, if you're with me, I'm gonna treat you like that all the time, not just on Valentine's Day or the day you think you say put on your calendar. Yeah, and stop with all that. Yeah, I treat you like a you get treated good all the time. All you gotta do is rock with me. Right. Okay. Jeff's in the house. What's up, Jeff? What's happening, man?
Hello, Jeff.
Yeah. Okay. Hawk's up in here. Hawk said,
Valentine's, Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, the 4th of July, Mother's and Father's Day are all pagan holidays rated by the beast to honor.
Okay.
Okay. So DC said to Richie, not only do you have to cover your partner's kids, we still have our own kids to cover whenever they truly need us.
Yeah. I mean, I'm lucky that my kids are very self-sufficient. My son is extremely good with money. My kids are really good about taking care of themselves. My kids don't ask me for anything. I was just saying this last week. The last time my son asked me for something, I think he was 16. The last time he asked me for money, never asked me for money, ever. So I'm lucky in that aspect, in that manner. All right, DG, I think we got you now. I think we got you now. What's happening, man?
So a little clarification on when you said the boys kind of held you guys together. I kind of see that because you got to have more than that. I mean, just not YouTube, but it has to be something outside of YouTube. So I could kind of see that.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I didn't. You know, you get connected. You get connected, and
Yeah.
you don't want to lose them. And so you get to a point you're willing to fight a little bit harder or hang in there a little bit longer because the other option is not a good one. You know, the option of not having them in your life is way worse than the ones that stand before you. So that's just real, bro, for reals. Yeah. Thank you.
You know, I hadn't been on lately because my dad had passed away. So
Sorry.
I'm sorry, brother.
He's lived to 101 years old.
Oh, hey, he was ready.
Not to cry about him.
Yeah, he was ready. Okay.
Not to cry about him.
Yeah. I'm sorry for your loss too.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Right.
Sorry to hear that, DG.
I was going to ask you. I was going to say, brother, it's good to hear from you because, you're one of those people. When you ain't there, we know it. So I was going to ask you where you've been. Yeah.
But hey, one other thing I wanted to touch on was from the last video was about the money issue, and that's the online, but you know, not to take anything without asking, you know, and then
DG, you were starting to cut out a little bit again, brother. So I'm sorry we lost you. We'll go ahead and take another call, and we always appreciate you calling in, brother. All right, caller, what you got, man?
Hey, greetings, Richie and Cheng.
What's happening, man?
Just a quick shout out. This is David in Hawaii.
Hey, what's happening, Dave?
Hey. We spoke last time I spoke to you. I let you know I was going to be coming in Manila in March, but I know you're going to Vietnam
at the end of the month.
Look, I'm gonna reach out to you on the email because I will get in around the 23rd of March. And but I'm going to stay for 2 months.
Okay.
So if I have to travel, from where I'll be there on Luzon back up to Manila just to hook up with you, I'll do that. So I'm going to let you know. I just wanted to give you a shout out and a shout out to the chat. Keep it going, man. I love it.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate you. And look, it sounds like we're going to be in Vietnam right when you arrive. But if you're going to be here for 2 months, bro, we'll definitely hook up and we'll get together. All right?
For sure, man. I'll reach out to you by email.
Outstanding, man. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.
All right.
Okay. I hate missing DG's calls. But sometimes it gets all choppy at the end. Anyway, thank you, brother. We always appreciate you calling in, and you know we got nothing but love for you over here.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So let's see. Jeff said,
I don't celebrate Valentine's Day or any other holiday or even birthdays or for religious reasons. How do you both feel about holidays and birthdays? I think for me, birthdays are important to me. Like you only get to celebrate one birthday a year. So also like for holidays, to me, I think New Year's is important to me. New Year's is important to me and my family. And I think maybe we have yeah. And I wish that you get to experience that with the rest of the clan, how we celebrate New Year's. But I know and I respect how you want to celebrate your New Year. So yeah.
For New Year's, I gotta be honest. After living in China for 8 years, bro, I don't like crowds. I just don't like crowds. And for me, last New Year's, the year before last, we were all together. We all celebrated together, I think, right? We were up on the roof. Not this last year, but the year before, right? But this one, I didn't want to be around a whole bunch of people hooting and hollering. So I get to see the whole entire city from my balcony, and it was a blast, bro. Watching the New Year's, watching the fireworks. If you've never seen the fireworks here in Manila, you should be here on New Year's. That's all I gotta say. As far as birthdays, I'm a believer, bro. On my birthday, I don't want no problems. I don't want no guff. I don't want no back. I don't want no nothing. I want love on my birthday. On my birthday, I'm not working. I want calls from my family. I want calls from people that love me. and that's it. I'm the king for the day on my birthday, and on your birthday you get to be queen for the day. Even if I got a problem with you on your birthday, you get to be the queen, right? You get to be queen on your birthday, right? On your birthday, you got to be you got everything you needed on your birthday, and then some. Yeah, exactly. Wait, quit playing. You play too much. Anyway, but that's how I feel about birthdays. You get it once a year, bro. Once a year, you're the king or the queen on your birthday, and that's it for me. Right? I don't want no problems on my birthday. Period.
Okay, so
Okay.
okay,
That's between those two. Okay. Um.
Just move on.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Luca. Okay.
Luca.
You want to pass Luca's
No,
question?
sorry, you're not
Blind. You couldn't see nothing.
Luca asked you, Richie. May I ask what is your religion?
Luca, I gotta be honest. I'm a combination of Christian and a little bit of Buddhist. A little bit of Buddhist. I definitely believe in a higher being. If we want to call him God, we can call him God. I believe in a higher being. My beliefs are different. I'm just gonna say that. But she didn't ask me about my beliefs. She asked me about my religion. I'm a combination between Christian and Buddhist. That would be my religion. If you want to talk about beliefs, though, that is it's a good conversation. And here's the one thing: I'm open to listening to anybody's religious beliefs and hearing what they believe, because how can you prove what you believe or what you can't prove it? So I keep an open mind. I'm very objective when it comes to people's religious beliefs, and I always want to hear. I always want to hear what other people believe. And the one cool thing about religion is every time I sit down and talk with somebody about religion, I hear something I've never heard before. I hear something that I'm like, wow, that's deep, man. Every single time, and I like that. I like that. Okay. Okay.
Okay, I think that's it.
Okay, yeah. Right here.
Young Fresh has a question. So, Cheng, what is one thing you would like Richie to try that is specific to Filipino culture, or just anything you would like for him to try? For example, my langga wants me to try Pilates and yoga. Okay, so I think I wanted him to try. I think he already did. I asked him to try being out with my family, but I know him already that he doesn't like crowds. So what I wanted him to experience like a fiesta or something, go to a, but I already know him. So I would love to invite him. I would invite him, but I already know the answer. So
But hold on. But we need to go back up a second. You said try doing something with your family, and that kind of sounded like I don't want to do things with
no. Like a huge, like the clan, the big family, because he's cool with hanging out with my family, my, how do you call that? What do you call it? My family, just my immediate family.
If it's your family,
Yeah.
I'm going. If it's your family,
but if it's the clan, yeah,
the clan. What is the clan?
Like the whole bunch of people in there. So I don't, yeah. So I just want him to experience, like, for example, how we celebrate New Year's as a clan, something like that. But also considering the number of people in there. Yeah, I know how he likes it peace and quiet when it's New Year's.
And not just that, but it's also the notion that if it's your immediate family, they know me, I know them. But when it starts getting
bigger,
then I become like the spectacle, and people start asking me questions like you know me and you don't really know me. So I'm cool. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
I just don't want him to be in that position where he will feel uncomfortable being asked by plenty of people.
Right. And I do yoga, by the way. I don't mind doing yoga.
You can be your personal yoga instructor.
And I meditate. So anything, whatever gives me peace of mind, I'm all about peace of mind. So yoga and meditation, does both those things. So so I have no problems doing yoga or meditating, which I regularly do actually. Of course, I can't do that with certain people around because they talk and kind of disturb the peace. But
Yeah, but I can be your personal yoga instructor.
You are my personal yoga instructor.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to work the hamstring flexibility. Jeff said, Rich, good for you. That's absolutely great. I wish I could run, but I'm recovering from double knee surgery. I tore my quad tendon and had surgery twice in 6 months.
Wow,
Wow.
that sucks. Yeah.
I know.
Jeff, I got to tell you, I've ruptured my Achilles tendon 4 times, 2 on each foot. No bullshit. No bullshit. So I mean, running is one of the things I feel comfortable doing without putting too much stress and strain on my feet. Because that's a long recovery when you rupture your Achilles tendon. And so playing basketball, playing football, doing those kind of things that are really stressful on your tendons. I don't feel comfortable doing it, especially out here in the Philippines where I don't really want to go to a hospital here or have any kind of medical care if I don't have to. So running and doing Spartan races, simple things like that, I think are a little easier on me, but still put the pressure on me to perform. So I appreciate that. Yeah, you want to read that?
Okay. J. King said, hello. Have you they can you help me out?
Have they had some gang members denied entry in the Philippines? I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure about gang members coming here to the Philippines. I don't know why they would want to come to the Philippines, to be honest. But I don't know, Jeff, to be honest. That's just me getting an honest answer. Big Love said, Rich, you need a handkerchief. Big Love, when I talk about the boys, and sometimes when I talk about how much Ching and I have been through, sometimes I do need one. I seriously get choked up. People think like I'm this, tough person on the exterior, maybe to an extent, but I'm definitely empathetic. I definitely have a lot of feelings about people that I love and that love me. And when it comes to those boys, I mean, those are my dogs. Those are my dogs. And what we've been through to get to the point we're at now, it wasn't easy. I mean, and so I think of the struggle. And when we talk about it, I think of the struggle and what it took for us to get here. And we know what it took. We knew what we've been through and how far we had to go to get to this point and to turn that corner. And saying it wasn't a struggle would just be lying.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, because it was a struggle.
Yeah.
He said he felt that. Who felt that?
Right. Okay.
Okay. So
there you go.
Okay, so Frank Ellis said, hello, Frank. Cheng, do you guys celebrate sweetest day in the Philippines, like Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day? Is that what it is? If it's Valentine's Day, yeah, I think a lot of people celebrate Valentine's Day here in the Philippines.
Do you?
Do you guys? That's us? I don't think we don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
Do you?
I don't.
Okay. If it ain't important to her, it sure is not important to me. Look, you know what? Let me just be really real. Any day where someone is telling me that I have to buy a gift for my woman or my partner because television ads say I should is to me is BS. And why wouldn't they have to buy the same thing for me or do the same thing for me that I'm doing for them? If it's not about reciprocity and compromise, I'm not for it. So she gets treated like a queen all the time. She gets the queen's treatment, period. When she's hungry, and that's all the damn time, she gets fed. When she wants to go out, we go out. When she needs, she gets taken care of. And that's on every day, period. Whether we have skirts that need anyway, period. There you go.
Okay, DG said, Richie, you took candy from the
There's some truth to that. There's definitely some truth to that, right? Let's see. Okay. All right, we'll read. Go ahead, read that one.
Hey, Eman, the real deal. Hi, guys. Happy Valentine's Day, Rich. When are you taking Cheng to Paris, the city of love?
If Cheng can get a visa to go to Paris, I'll go back to Paris. I'll go again. And especially knowing people there in Paris, I got 2 clients in Paris.
And one you outside, in there?
Outside of Paris.
Bonjour.
Yeah. But yeah, but knowing people there, I would definitely go back. I am going to Europe later this year. Specifically, I'm going to the UK, and I'm planning on going through Paris, because I think I'm just gonna take the tunnel and go from Paris to the UK that way. So we might have to set something up, Emmanuel, and that would be cool. Regardless, one way or another, we'll see you again soon. Right? Okay. Let's see. There you go.
So Foreign said, Rich, you just visit Bohol in the last week of June. We will be there until 6th of July.
We might have to make that work, Fornay. Seriously. I got a dude in Bohol who has a resort. And so I have an in there. And so we might have to make that work, Fornay. Seriously. You know what to do. We're hooked up person to person, so we can talk about that offline, and maybe we can work something out. That wouldn't be Bohol's. It's on the list, and we're gonna be doing Bohol in 2026 for sure. Right? Okay. Let's see what else we got. Okay. Am I missing?
No.
Okay. Okay. While I'm doing this one, why don't you?
Okay.
What's your next question to me? What's your next question to me? Okay. I think Jeff said we missed a question. You want to go ahead and read this?
Jeff said, Rich and Cheng, you jumped over my question about cooking and read the second about cooking for my fiance. No worries though, it's all good.
We apologize. It wasn't
Sorry.
on purpose, Jeff. We just missed it. I apologize, brother. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, go ahead with your next question. You got it?
So let's have, if we could eat one meal forever, what would it be?
Chicken.
Yeah, I know the answer.
Yeah. Give me some chicken.
What do you think is the American food that I actually enjoy?
American food you enjoy? Cheesecake?
The American food? Oh yeah, sure. Cheesecake. Pizza.
I'd say pizza and I got you. Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes, yeah. I'd say you mashed potatoes would be it. Right. Okay. What's your next question?
What's that one thing that I do that makes you feel appreciated?
I'll give you a shout out. I mean, honestly, you're phenomenal about making me feel appreciated, and I really appreciate that. But no, I mean, you do a lot of stuff that make me feel appreciated. You're really good about being attentive to my needs, as far as food. I think you understand that I'm always grinding, and that I'm always working, and the time I have, I put aside for people I give a damn about. That's it. It's just that simple. So I think you have come to a point to where you respect that and you understand that, and I think you don't try to bogart my time too much, and you do, but not too much. I think you're conscious about me still needing time to myself, but you do a lot of things. The things you do are the things that I would want somebody or expect somebody to do to make a relationship work, as far as being in a supporting role, as far as you do all that stuff. And
the best supporting actress.
Yeah, exactly. I would say that's you. And you just let me, you let me grind, and that's it. And that's it. And I appreciate that. Seriously. Now, what's your next question?
I know I learned a lot from you, but what's one thing that you learned from me? One or two things that you learned from me.
Patience. It has to be patience. Patience is why we're sitting here right now. Patience. Are we being candid, or are we just kind of not?
Oh no! This is like a conversation for like open conversation.
Right. Then let's. You were a headache, dude. I'm just saying you was causing problems, like problems. The whole Black Panther thing where the dude says, I don't want peace. I want problems. That was you. I felt like that was you.
No.
Like I'm just
That
telling
was
you my
you.
perspective. You were every time you were a problem. You were a problem, and patience, patience.
To me, like
Yeah.
for you, it was always a big deal, and to me, it wasn't a big deal. That's why maybe how we look at things, because in my mind at that time, why is this always a big deal for him? He makes a big deal out of every situation. Because to me, I must admit that I'm a person who's like not gonna stress out on something, make a big deal out of it. I keep pushing, go on and move on to the next. If you dwell on it, then that's on you, and I'm not gonna dwell on it. So, but to me, you bring up even the small things. So I think that the small things was always brought up to bigger things. But I understand now that how you do small things is how you do
That's it.
big things. So yeah, but for me at that time, I just felt like it was always a big deal for him.
You know, and I'll say this, and I think a lot of the guys in the audience can attest to this. When you grow up in a military family, and you've been in the military, attention to detail, and paying attention to small things it becomes important. It becomes so important. As a lawyer, those things become important. Paying attention to detail,
Yeah.
and you I don't know that you want to turn those things off. There might be a point to where you need to turn them off. And I would say this actually on this conversation. I would say this actually learning to let go a little bit, learning to let go a little bit, and just let some things be. I think there's some things you need to make sure. But I think learning to let go a little bit and relax Not when it comes to my work,
Yeah.
not when it comes to my work, but when it comes to things related to you and I, just learn to let go a little bit and relax. Yeah, I would say that would be the thing I learned.
What do you think is that one thing that we really do well as a couple?
The nasty. Excuse me. The thing we do really well as a couple, I think I don't think it's the one thing. I think there's several things. I think managing the boys. I think we do really well working together and standing on the same team when it comes to managing the boys. I think dealing with money stuff. Luckily, we've never been in a situation where we needed to worry about money. But I think we're always on the same page when it comes to money and spending money. I think you're a little frugal, but I still appreciate it. But talking about money, handling money issues, we've always done that really well, but we don't have them. So, you said always, and so I can't say always the channel, but I feel like we do a good job with this channel, but we haven't always. I feel like we haven't always been on the same page, and yeah, but those are things that stick out in my mind that I think we do really well.
Because I think we have this routine already, now we have a flow, and I think it's starting to flow well without pushback from
What do you think? That's interesting.
Without pushback.
It's like you read my mind. It's like you read my mind, right?
Because I know what I did wrong, and that's introspective. You reflect on what you did wrong and try your best to improve on your weaknesses, and yeah, try to be better, to be a better person every day.
Right.
Roger Walker, hello.
All right, next question. Well, I'll sift through the comments and get to the next question. But what's your next question? What's your next question to me?
Okay. What's the funniest thing that happened behind the scenes? What can you remember? But one of the funniest things that happened.
That's a hard one.
I know.
To me, that's a
lot of.
It's a good question, but it's a hard question. I mean, could you pinpoint like one funny, like super funny thing? I think that would be impossible because we have so many moments. Yeah, I mean, just think of the bloopers that we have that we can't really put on. Everything. Yeah, in the outtakes, I think that'd be impossible. We have a lot of funny moments, and a lot of good times on walk and talks, on the ones we do here. Too many funny moments. Too many to point out, in my opinion.
What's been the most surprising part of doing YouTube together? That we laugh at to me, let me answer
I
that.
got one, but go ahead.
Yeah. To me, the surprising part of doing YouTube together is we actually reached 3 years. Because to me, I didn't realize that, I would be here because I'm about to give up, diba?
Right.
With because at that time it was hard for me to work with you. I'm having a hard time working with you. So I wanna give up. But you know, I think that what's surprising is that we got monetized as quickly as, but you said, diba? There's only 8 people, 8%, 6% of the people who have a YouTube channel get monetized.
6%.
6%. So yeah, so
4.8% people ever get to 10,000 subscribers.
subscribers.
4.8%. I mean, think about that.
Mm,
See, it surprises you, but it doesn't surprise me because that is who I am.
mm,
That's when I don't do anything without thinking about it and without thinking it through.
Mm.
So it didn't surprise me. I knew when I'm put my mind to having a YouTube channel, there was no question in my mind that I was going to get monetized. I didn't know how to go about it because I didn't know what I was doing at first,
Mm.
but I knew I'd be successful because that's all I know is when I set my mind to something, I'm going to accomplish that.
mhm.
Yeah.
And another surprising thing that we kind of did a lot of milestones when it comes to YouTube. And I think the part that I liked about it the most is meeting people, meeting subscribers.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So
Right. To me, hands down, there's no question about it. I always say I think it's difficult to meet people that you vibe with, that you click with as you get older. And hands down, the coolest thing about having this channel has been the people we met, has been the people that we've had the pleasure of meeting and sitting down and breaking bread with, and people that I would gladly. I mean, Emmanuel just messaged, Doc called in, yeah, Ike called. I mean, people that we've sat down with on a few different occasions and talked. We would have never met those people if we didn't have this channel.
yeah.
I would probably be John Smulo. We could go on for days of people. Cliff, we just had dinner with. DC, we had dinner with last week. I mean, Raymond and Miss Peach, right? Of course, Cal and Marilyn, right? We would have never met those people without this channel.
Yeah, I agree.
And I mean, so in my mind, those are, you meet lifelong friends. You
Yes.
because you meet good people that you click with, and you might not have a ton of stuff in common. You might do totally different things, but they're just good people. They're good people, and you can sit down and
You
talk.
build
And,
connections,
yeah, you connect and you laugh and you talk and have fun. And I don't think we would have done that if without this channel.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Mhm.
to
So
me, that's been the easiest, the best point, and working with you for the most part.
mhm.
But that's been the bonus of having this
Okay.
channel.
So Stick Shag said, go ahead.
You want
Go
to
ahead.
go ahead.
My observation of Cheng is that she has a repressed dominant personality.
Mhm.
She's strong enough in her own mind to put that to the side and let Richie lead. The truth is, you two clash. We do clash.
You think so?
I think for the most part, but
I think
I
you have a
learned
dominant personality too.
I have a dominant personality, but I think that I learned in this relationship there will only be one leader, and that's not me. So, being dominant, I think I have a dominant personality.
Oh, there's no question about that. I wouldn't go as far as to say we clash, but I agree with you that she has a dominant personality, and that I do too. But as I've said, and if you're in a relationship with me, there's only one way it's going to go, and it's going to work for us or it's not going to work. Right. But I shout out to Cheng for, like you said, being able to step down a little bit or stand to the side and accept some leadership. So shout out to you for that. Yeah.
Because I wasn't the
I wouldn't say
breadwinner.
we clashed. You think we clashed?
Yeah, we clash a lot.
Okay.
But now at least, we figured it out how to voice out how to give out my suggestions. and how you bring up something without us clashing.
You figured it out. But see, because I think your whole thing is you took criticism so hard,
Yeah.
so harsh. But I always ask your opinion. I always think about this. Tell me if I'm wrong or you
Okay.
disagree. Right? Don't front just because
Mm.
we're on camera. Did I always ask your opinion on stuff? And
Yeah.
sometimes I say, hey, I don't need your opinion on this, right? But I always ask, hey, what do you think? What do you think? But you would get so butthurt because I didn't accept your opinion on something else, or I went about something else different. Well, you don't care about my opinion. You don't care about them. And do you feel like a lot of times you were in your feelings?
A lot of times I was in my feelings. Like for example, diba? Sometimes you change your mind a lot also when it comes to work. So like for example, you were asking me to do something and then it was approved already. So in my mind, okay, my work is done.
Yeah.
And then eventually you change your mind.
Why did I change my mind?
Hmm.
And see but what you're saying is you're absolutely on point. I mean, you're totally right. But the part that you don't get is why. Why did I change my mind?
Because you think that this revision will be better.
Exactly. It's because I say, okay, I think that works. But then I see something, I'm saying, oh, that's not good.
To me,
I see, do you see what I see?
of course I don't see what you see, but also what I'm asking, like for example, so that we don't have a lot of revisions, you take time, you give me 10 minutes to look at this thing first.
When do you give me the stuff? When do you give me?
Huh?
When you send me the stuff you send me, when do you send it to me? Come on with it now.
When you're working.
When I'm working, damn it. When I'm working, I'm focused on what I'm doing, right? And you're sending me stuff. Hey, is this okay? Approve this one.
Honey, I'm so
Right.
sorry because that's also my free time.
I
I'm working.
I hear
also.
you, but that's the conflict, right?
Mm.
And if I'm working, I'm focused on my clients. Right? I'm focused on my clients. I'm focused on what we're doing, and you're wanting me to give approval to something, and it's not your fault. I'm not saying it's your fault, but I'm like, I can't give full attention to what you're needing me to give full attention to until I'm done with work, right? So I said, okay, you say, oh, I need your approval. Okay, got it. But then when I'm done with work, I look at it again. I'm like, I don't know about that. Now we got to change this. Yeah, we got to change that. I don't like the text, right? And so how do we alleviate that? You don't give it to me when I'm working. But I know it's hard because that's your free time, but it's not mine. And my free time isn't yours sometimes. So it's hard. I mean, just it is what it is.
My only request maybe is write down all your revisions so I can revise at once.
I think I use it. Sometimes. Mostly.
You after
Right.
change this. Change this.
Well, you only put it all in one message?
To put it in one message so it won't, because you know that I have to optimize it and then give it to you. Yeah, anyway. I thank you.
Yeah, I promise. Let's see.
Okay.
Any more questions? I think we got about 13 more minutes.
Okay, so Amirabu is here. Thank you so
What's
much,
up, Amirabu?
Jeff R. Okay, Jeff has a question. So, Rich, do you have any tips on being a good role model for Cheng's sons? I will be that for my fiance's son, who will be 11 on Monday.
That's a good age. Just remember when you were a boy. Boys are going to be boys. Boys are going to do stuff. Boys are going to test you. Boys are going to try different things. And you have to, I mean, some things can't be tolerated, but you have to remember when you were a boy too. How many things did you do that you just got away with? You didn't get in trouble for, but you should have gotten in trouble for them, and you just got away with them. Some things require discipline. Some things require correction. But I'll give you some advice that I got from my father. I'll give you some advice I got from my father. Anytime you're correcting or you're disciplining a kid, if there should be one message that they're getting, one message, and that message is, I love you. That's the message. If they don't get that message, you failed. That's it. If they don't get that message when you're disciplining them or correcting them or whatever, then you failed. Then you didn't get the right point across. The point is always that you're doing this because you love them and you need more out of them. You require more out of them. You understand that they're young boys and you're trying to raise them into men, and you love them, and this is what it takes. And if you don't give them that message, you fail. That's the advice I would give. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Black Box said, "Be your authentic self, Jeff. Be the person you want to be for them." Okay, that's good advice too.
Mhm.
That's very good advice, right?
Okay, so
Okay.
let's move on. Okay.
Tell me if I missed one. Go ahead, go to the next question.
Okay.
To your next question, and I'll scroll through these, make sure we don't miss anything, right?
So, what's been our favorite trip together so far?
Favorite trip together? I got a favorite trip. You want to know what my favorite trip was? Hong Kong. You know why it was my favorite trip? Because I think that's when you turn the corner. I feel like Hong Kong is when you turn the corner. Is when I let you do that by yourself. It did a couple of things. Number one, it gave you a little bit of confidence, but it also taught you that there was a whole bunch you didn't know. But it gave you the confidence to go out and say, hey, I can go out, I can travel to another country or another place, and I can make it. I can do this. But you learn quickly, hey, well, there's a whole bunch that I don't know about this world. Just going to Hong Kong, and I felt like that was the beginning of you turning the corner. That was my own opinion. What about you?
I think I have several favorites, but one of
We went on several trips. You know, we went on several trips.
the favorite that is my Zambales trip. We went with Sis and Aki.
That was cool. That was cool, actually.
That was the favorite because that's
That
the
was-
only trip we didn't fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as I look back, we had like an argument in every
Yeah.
trip.
Yeah.
So, like even before starting the trip or during the trip, we had like an argument. So I think that was the only trip that we didn't have an argument, and we get to sit down and we get to walk on the sunset. That's part of our
I don't think we
outro.
had an argument for Hong Kong during the trip.
During the trip, no.
No, I don't think we
No,
did.
during the trip.
No, we just.
But before the trip, we did. So yeah, and I think I also enjoyed that because you let me
I let you
be.
lead. I let you lead. And what did you? Okay, and that's the other thing, right? Is you got a chance to lead, right? All right. What'd you learn?
That
Now you're the leader. Now you're the leader between us. You're calling the shots, right? Remember what I said? I said, look, we got all day. We don't have to be in a rush. We got all the time in the world, right? You do things how you want to do things, right? What'd you learn?
I learned that you trusted me, but you also gave me direction whenever I needed help. When you
Right.
see that I'm struggling, especially when we went to Disneyland and I was looking at the map,
Right.
you know, because I know that's one of my weakness directions. Funny because I teach spatial awareness, but when it comes to direction or reading the map, you saw that I was struggling at that time, so you stepped in, but
Right.
you let me lead the whole time. You even did uh, a video with me, like
Right.
the cool stuff that I want to do, like just for being me. You know, I felt like I was me. I was me in that
Right.
situation.
Right. And I remember saying, look, we have all day. We're not in any hurry. You lead today. We'll go wherever you want to go. That's where we're gonna go, right? And I said, if you need some help, you can ask me for help, and I'll help you. But otherwise, we're gonna do things how you want to do things, right?
And I realized that being in this relationship, you know, you won't give me the answers. You want me to think.
Yeah.
You want me to think and find the answers for myself first. And if I'm out of
Use those critical thinking skills. Use that
Yeah.
analytical thinking, right?
if I can't get the answer, then I'm gonna. It's hard for me to ask help nowadays because I know what you would say.
Yeah.
That you Google it.
Google it, AI it, right?
Mhm.
Well, why am I going to give you the answer? That's the simple thing. The simple thing is I give you the answer, you memorize it. But the hard thing is you find the answer. You look the answer up, learn it, and it stays, right?
Yeah, and you don't want me to really depend on you.
No,
But
you
you
ain't
know,
gonna be here forever.
I know, but I was like that, you know. I was with a partner whom I depended on, like, and he depended on me, so we
Right.
kind of depended on each other. So
But
I
this is a
felt,
different
yeah,
situation,
this is
right?
a different situation where you're teaching me to be independent, but also learn things that I cannot learn the things and the skills that I need to have before I can teach the boys those
Right.
things.
And I don't think it's a codependent thing.
Mm.
Respectfully,
Mhm.
if you weren't here, I'd be fine. It would suck now because I
Mhm.
know who you are and what you do, and
Mhm.
I appreciate it. But if you weren't here, I'd still be fine. But you were in a codependent situation before,
Mhm.
and that's what you got used to.
Mhm.
But
Like
now,
we needed each
yeah,
other.
like you needed each other. I want you to be here. I want you to be here. I like you being here. And I don't want it to be different.
Mm.
But sometimes it's a teaching role.
Yeah, I
Sometimes it's a
understand.
teaching role because I understand the difference is the difference. We got an 18-year difference, or
Yes.
17 years and 11-month difference, and we're not going to be here forever.
I know.
So,
And I chose an older man. Wait, don't take it. I chose a mature man, and that comes with teaching. So if I'm choosing you to be my teacher, then I have to be an open student, a willing student, like a blank canvas that you can add more experience to it, and I should be willing to learn and willing to listen.
next.
Mm. Okay, Young Fresh said, if Cheng was in San Francisco, what would be a good time to bring her there? 49ers game, Warriors versus Knicks to watch the Warriors lose.
Yeah. I would probably say the Warriors Knicks games, because if we were watching the Dubs, she knows basketball, but and she's learning football, but
I know basketball.
yeah, I think that would be a blown football ticket to a Niners game, to be honest.
I would just cheer when
Yeah,
everybody's
yeah,
cheering.
exactly. What happened? Yeah, what happened? Right. But I think going to a Dubs game would probably be cooler. Yeah.
I would think so too because I like basketball.
Yeah.
And also in the 49ers game, I would rather, when he watches football, I try my best to zip it because I don't want to disturb his football time. So, I just do something busy while he's watching and then mind my own business.
No, but I mean, like,
But if there's something or what I want to ask or learn something about football, I would ask you. But if it's
yeah,
it
you're
can
better
wait
now
now.
about saying about waiting for the spot, to say, hey, to ask me the football questions. You're way better, and I appreciate it. Right. Okay. Go ahead. This one.
Okay. Okay, Young Fresh, just like Rick, me and Kate will join you all. Has to be versus either Knicks or Brooklyn though, or when the New York Giants are about to embarrass the 49ers.
Here's a really good question. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Read that.
Frank said, Rich, did you ever think about just having a solo channel before you met Cheng?
I'll let you answer that.
Okay. He already planned to have this YouTube channel solo, and we discussed this already that our channel or his channel will grow exponentially even without me in it. So I think he's planning to have a, maybe in the future, maybe if it will be more better for the channel.
Frank, the truth is, Frank, according to the analytics, I mean, there was a time when Cheng was not on this channel, if you go back, actually. And analytically, I did substantially better without Cheng being here. With Cheng here on the channel, our audience, we have a certain niche audience. But for this channel to grow, it would grow faster if she's not here. When she's here, a lot of the people, I mean, we have a cool audience and a cool core group of people. But a lot of people come onto this channel because they see a cute Filipina, hot Filipina.
Thank you.
And they want to know, oh, how did he get her? And why are they together? What's up with them? But that doesn't grow this channel. So this channel stays small actually because it's us. Because of our niche and because of us. If I grew this channel, if I was on this channel myself, I would do something different that I know would be that was very, very successful before, that got us a lot more, that got this channel a lot more attention before. It's tough to make this channel grow. It's tough for this channel to grow fast with the two of us here.
Yeah, and I even told him, honey, if I'm stopping the growth of this channel, I'd be willing to work on the background. You do your thing.
But I like, again, I like working with Cheng. I like now. I like working together. I don't think we argue as much as we did, nearly as much as we did before.
It's like every 3
I
days.
enjoy it. Yeah.
Before,
Oh,
before
I
we
thought you said now.
before every 3 days.
It was if that. But I think we work together a lot better now than we did before. Sometime in 2025 we turned the corner. I thought it was toward the tail end of 2025. But the truth be told, analytically, there's no question about it. We've gone through the numbers. The channel would grow a lot faster if Cheng wasn't on it.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. If Cheng had her own channel, it would grow fast, but the same thing would happen. It would get to a point to where you have to make your own content.
Yes.
You have to make your own content. You got to do something that nobody else is doing or say something nobody else has said. And that's tough to do in this niche.
Mm-hmm.
So once you get to that point, now is everybody going to keep watching? If you're not taking off your clothes or having low cleavage or whatever, are people going to keep watching?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not, you'll get to a certain point, go to a certain point, and then
run out of content.
and that's it. And people you'll get your I don't want to call them simps. You'll get your certain audience members who are going to throw money at the women because they're pretty and because the women give them attention or whatever. But the channel, if the channel will stop growing, and it's just that simple. The numbers don't lie.
Well, to be honest, I'm not gonna. What do you say that? How do you say that in Tagalog? But I'm not gonna. I don't think that I will push a YouTube channel like me in it. I probably do a YouTube channel like a faceless YouTube channel and do something, but not me delivering the content. Yeah, I would rather do a faceless YouTube channel for me, in my opinion.
Do you think it would be easy to put together a channel with with fresh content? 3 times a week.
It's hard.
Yeah, on your own.
On my own, it's really difficult. And to be honest, I would rather stop doing YouTube and focus on my work and do yoga classes on the side.
Right. It would be easier. I like doing what we do.
Yeah.
I think. Seriously, I like doing what we do. The fact is, because we do it together, it grows our channel slower. It's just a fact.
Because to be honest, it's not our bread and butter because we have our own jobs and we love our jobs. And to be honest, if we will be just focused on grinding on our own jobs, we would make more money.
A lot more, actually.
Yeah, to be honest.
But I like but again, I think that the thing is, Frank, if I wouldn't even know who you were. I wouldn't even know if we didn't have this YouTube channel, I would not know who you were. I wouldn't know who Calvin was. None of the people that I know you're on Calvin's channel quite a bit as well, Frank. None of the people that I've met, I wouldn't have met them. I wouldn't have met none of the people. I wouldn't have met Big Boss. I wouldn't have met Stink Shag. I wouldn't have Slick Rick. I wouldn't have met any of these people. And a lot of these people are going to be lifelong friends.
And it's at this day and age, it's tough to have friends.
Yeah, when I go home in a couple of days, I'm gonna kick it. Me and Slick Rick are gonna kick it. We're undoubtedly gonna make some content and put some stuff together. But I wouldn't have met none of those people. How do you meet people, good quality people at this age? It's hard, man. It is hard. So to me, that's one of the reasons I do it. And plus, we get to sit together, and when we make something that we bang something out that works and that looks good, I love it. I love putting something together and some content together that the people really like and respond to.
And you see the output, diba? How people respond to it, how people took the video. So it's like a reward for us. We did a good job.
Right. But the numbers, Frank, the numbers don't lie. The numbers say that we would do better if it was just me on the channel or if it was just Cheng. She would do great for a while.
Just like other Filipina content creators.
Right. I was going to say, without naming names, watch. You'll reach a pinnacle. Because you can only get to a point. The simps are going to be there. The simps are those dudes who are salivating and watching the channel and whatever. But you'll get to that. You'll get those dudes, but you won't grow your channel because you can't. It's difficult to say something that hasn't been said already. Every video you've seen, I think that's what makes us unique. Is that one, we're together, but two, we try to do different stuff and talk about different stuff. The tattoos video, I don't think nobody else is talking about tattoos. Nobody liked it. But we talk about stuff that's different. But I also think that's because we're pivoting to kind of a bigger niche. But anyway, but that's my answer to that, Frank. But great question.
Thank you, Frank.
Okay.
So, okay, move on.
Okay. Yeah, 6 more minutes left.
So,
Okay.
Jeff.
Okay.
So Jeff to Rich. Rich, do you have grandkids being 58? I'm 59 and have 6 grandkids from my oldest daughter, but none from my youngest daughter.
Jeff, that tells me how long you have been a Richie Rich Abroad subscriber. Because if you were a long-term subscriber, you would know that I definitely have a grandkid. Wish I could get more, but I'm not. That's not up to me, is it? But I have a grandkid. I love her to death, bro. Without it sounding creepy, I'm in love with my granddaughter, baby. That is my baby. And yes, I have a granddaughter. She is 6 years old, and I will see her in less than a week, and I'm excited, bro. So yes, thank you for asking. Great question.
About to do some grandpa duties.
Yeah, I get grandpa duty. I get to pick my baby up from school, get to drop her off from school, or drop her off at school, to take her shopping. What you talking about? I would have stopped with all. You did, sweetie. This is where I've turned the corner, right? You gave me that idea. You gave it to me. Yeah, thank you so much. Right? Yeah, I've turned the corner too. Right? I wasn't just saying. A year ago, what I shoot. No. Anyway, all right. Let's see. What other questions you got?
I have a good question for you. Okay, so what's one stereotype people have about a relationship that isn't true? You hear this a lot in comments. I have one.
People think I'm too tough.
I
think people think I'm too tough. People here, I got it. Okay. People think I'm serious. They think I'm like really serious, but they don't understand that it's kind of shtick between us. And that's a great question. You guys, if you guys ever think like I'm serious about, look at Cheng's face. When I say something, you're like, oh, I can't believe you said that. Look at Cheng's face and notice that she's always smiling. That's the giveaway, right? She's not, oh my God. Look at her face, because a lot of times it's inside jokes between the two of us. And of course it's tough because they're not going to get it, because that's what an inside joke is. But look at her face and look at her body language. That's what I would say. Whenever you think, wow, he said that or what? Almost, I would say 9 times out of 10, it's an inside joke between us. It's something we say between ourselves, like, give me a famous thing that people might take the wrong way if I said it.
Get your ass out of here.
Right? Exactly. Right? Get your ass out of here. Or what else would I say? Or would you say to me now that people might take like, he said, I can't believe he said that. What else?
Bust you in the mouth.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Exactly. Like, right. So I stuck you in the eye, 5 across the lip, right? Something like that.
Bust you in the mouth.
Yeah, exactly. Watch her body language. Look at her facial expression and notice she never flinches. So it's just, most of it is inside jokes. That's what I would say is the thing that is kind of a little bit misunderstood. Like wow. Remember, dude last week said, I can't believe what did he say?
Why are you bullying?
Yeah, why are you bullying Cheng, Rich? I can't believe you're bullying her all the time. I want to protect her. Let me pull out my cape and my boots. And yeah, I'm like, come on, bro. Take it easy, man. Take it easy. Yeah.
That's how we relieve our stress, guys. We have a question. Okay, from Slick Rick. Okay. Cheng, do you still use your alias Eva? No, not anymore. I've been out in the dating.
I forgot about it. I forgot. So y'all brought it up. Yeah, so you guys brought it up. I forgot about that actually.
Yeah, I forgot also about it. But I was out in the dating apps when I started doing the YouTube.
Did I call you Eva?
Yeah.
I did at first.
At first. Eva. But I took that out of my middle name. So
where's the V? Oh, gotcha. It's not your. Okay, got it.
Okay, so there. So yeah, I no longer use that because I'm out on all dating apps for the last 3 years.
All right, fair enough. Okay, we'll take this one. Good
Okay,
questions. Good
so
questions.
Young Fresh said, Richie, what changes did you make to better accommodate Cheng and Filipino culture? I've heard about the adjustment Cheng has made, but I'd like to understand what you've done in your side to adapt.
Okay, let's take this call and I'll answer that question.
Okay.
All right. Caller, what you got? What's happening? What's happening, brother? What's going on, man?
Everything's happening. Everything's going on. Appreciate the two of y'all. You all go well together.
Thank you.
Whatever y'all went through to get to where y'all are today, that's how it's supposed to have to win.
I think so
In
too.
the small things, they say the devil is in the small things. That's why you always got to read. As a lawyer, you know you have to read the small print.
The devil's in the
You
detail.
take small crack. That's right. Take care of small cracks in your driveway. You won't have to have the big potholes to fill in a couple of months.
Right.
And I'm doing well. I met someone in the Philippines. She's in Southern Leyte. I think I found that unicorn.
Okay.
And I will email you all and share it with you all. However, right now I'm trying to get out of Calhoun, Georgia, and get to a safe spot so I can shut down within the next hour.
All right. Drive safely, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to your email. I want to hear.
Yes, and y'all keep rocking and rolling. Y'all are doing a great deed for a lot of people.
Thank you, brother.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Okay, y'all take care.
All right. Take
Drive
care.
safe.
Okay, all right.
Bye.
That's kind of cool. I like you
Yeah.
calling from his truck, right? He all driving all across the country on his truck. Anyway, what was the question? What did I do to accommodate Cheng and Filipino culture? You know what? I here's what I did, and I don't know if this actually answers your question, but what I did do is I learned to, and when we leave here, Cheng becomes the leader. Like when we're outside and we're outside in Filipino culture with Filipino people, a lot of times I defer to her. I defer to her and her judgment. And a lot of times I'll say, you know what, I'm gonna defer to you because you know this better than I do. And understanding, look, this is her country. This is she understands there's things she understands that I don't know and that I may never know, but I'm gonna defer to her leadership. So I think that's the thing that I would say I've done to accommodate Cheng and Filipino culture. And just being patient when we go outside. We were out with Cliff, and Cliff said to me yesterday, bro, I understand about the patience thing. Right? I really understand about the patience because you got to be patient here, bro. I mean, you know. Those are the things that I think is learn to be patient and learn to let her take over when there's in certain times. Yeah.
Okay. Connection in Christ. CIC.
Okay.
So, where is the best place to meet women who have good values and intentions in the Philippines?
Watson's.
Good values and
Good
intentions.
values.
You can't always really, there's no specific place for you to choose a person with good values and good intentions. Vet her and vet her family.
Let me, if she comes up to you and she's not the one. If she comes up to you to meet you, she's not the one. And I'm talking about physically in person, face to face. She's not the one. She's done it before. She's done that before. It's not her first rodeo. If you got to, no matter what, you got to vet. You got to know what to look for, and you have to know what to look for. You really, really do. And there is no place. There is no is there a place?
There's a place because people. I just want to let people know that it doesn't necessarily mean that she's from the province. She's automatically a good woman.
No, it does not.
No, because you can also find good women here in the city. You just have to vet.
You're a good woman.
I think so. I was raised by a good woman, so I think I'm a good woman.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No.
My mom raised me well.
Your mama raised you well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. What do we got? Okay, they're talking about Vietnam because we're going to Vietnam. Okay. You got another question?
Yeah.
We only got we have a few minutes left in this. All right.
Okay. So I think the last question is that what's the best advice you would like to give to international couples, like cross-cultural couples?
You gotta be patient. You gotta be patient, and you can't you know, I say this all. I say, look, you got to get on my program. Yes, but no, because you have to meet. You got to find a middle ground. Because if you come in and you say, oh, you got to do this, you got to do it. It's my way. That's never going to work. It's never going to work, and you're not going to be successful. Yeah, in my mind, yeah, you got to get on my program, but it's not just you getting on my program. We have to find some place where we can meet in the middle. You have to, and it can't have anything to do with money. It can't be like, yeah. I just think you have to be willing to compromise.
Yeah, I think you read my mind. I think that's one advice, great advice that I would give to international couples is that you must be willing to compromise and have an open mind. Have an open mind and yeah, those two. Have a lot of patience and be willing to work it out. Because if you are not going to put in that effort, if you're not willing to work it out with that partner that you see or you feel like you be your long-term relationship partner, then all the effort will be wasted.
Yeah. I mean, it may sound like, and maybe I make it come off or sound like I'm domineering, but I don't think, do you feel like, well, we touched on that. I mean, that's kind of ad nauseum. I do feel like, look, if you feel like I proved that I'm a leader, then let me lead. But you got to prove that first. You got to prove it first. You can't, no one's just going to give you. Yeah, you can't walk in and say I'm a leader and that's it. You got to prove it. And but once you get to that point, then even after you proved it, you still have to keep proving it. And that means making good decisions for yourself, for your family. That means that all of those things. It means treating someone with kindness and respect. You got to prove it. So I think you can't just say it's my way, the highway. You got to find a meeting in the middle, somewhere in the middle from both of you, or both. And it may be more one way or the other, but you got to find. It's not going to be 100% your way. It's not going to be. It's just not going to be.
And I think also that for international couples or even local couples, I think that how you treat that person when you're mad is the same thing that you should treat them how you are not when you are not mad. So you treat them with respect even if you're mad. You treat them with respect even if you're not mad. So
and that respect might mean they might need you to leave and you should leave. They might need some space and you should give them some space because everybody has a limit, right?
Yes. I'll be better at that.
We got you.
Okay, Arnold said.
Arnold said.
You read it for the Arnold.
Go ahead.
Okay, my question for Cheng is how much of the population here in the Philippines do you think is comfortable speaking to foreigners in English? Or would it be better to learn some of the local language? I think less than 50% is comfortable speaking to foreigners in English because a lot of people, even if we call that Carabao English, just a few words of English, but you can still be able to understand what they're trying to say. So I think people are still comfortable, but not a lot is confident in speaking it.
Right.
So I think it's okay to learn some of the phrases like the basics. Thank you, you're welcome. You add po and opo, especially when you're talking to elder people. So just a few words wouldn't hurt.
It definitely wouldn't hurt. Definitely wouldn't hurt.
Okay, go ahead. Next. So we try to get as much questions as we have.
Okay. I think we're coming in. I think we're
almost
getting to that.
tail
Right, for sure.
Okay, so
you have your questions anymore?
We have a few. Okay. So Anders said this channel would be way less enlightening about the Philippines without Cheng's consistent presence. Thank you.
I agree. Anders, I totally agree. But if I had my own channel, it wouldn't be about the Philippines. it wouldn't be about the Philippines. But I absolutely agree with you, Anders. I wouldn't want to do this channel. I wouldn't want to do this channel with content about the Philippines without Cheng. It just wouldn't be as fun. I doubt that we'd have met again, I keep stressing it but that's the biggest point to me. We wouldn't have met the people we've met if without this channel. And it was when I do the solo show on weekdays, when I do the solo live stream, I love the audience participation and them coming in, but when you're not here, it's not the same. Not to me anyway. It's not the same. I like it when you're here, when we go back and forth, when we do our thing together. It's a lot more fun. So Anders, I absolutely agree. I would never want to do this same channel, this same show without Cheng. I would not want to do it. Yeah, I agree. It wouldn't have the same punch. It would not have the same punch. But I would have done something very, very different.
So Roger said.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Roger said, "You two make the channel. I enjoy watching and learning from you." Thank you so
Roger.
much.
We appreciate you.
We're glad we could give some information.
Absolutely.
So okay, next.
That's the end.
Yes. Okay, that's the last question, I think. So Frank said, "Cheng, how does your family feel about you being on YouTube?" I think they're proud of me. They're proud of me. Because they're the first supporters in our channel. They seldom comments, but they definitely watch. Especially mom. She still watches. Everything. But before, they're the first people who supported us, comments and likes on every video, watch throughout. And even I know because my dad brags about me and Rich with our neighbors. This we call this the female chismosa is the marites, and then the male chismosa is the tolits. Okay, tall. What's the latest? It's the short for tolits. So my dad has a group of like older guys just sitting having coffee, and then brag about me and Rich. Oh, they have a YouTube. Oh, you watch and all that. So I think, yeah.
Chosen one. What's up, man?
I like Cheng, but I like Rich solo too. Let the boys be boys. Yeah, and I think that
that's the purpose
of that. And I don't want to be in that solo show because I want him to talk about it's like having around your buddies.
Yeah, you can have a broader range of topics sometimes, and there was 2 points to that. One is you can have the boys talking, and 2. That Cheng is not there during, I have that small area of time free on a weekday, and I'm like, why not use it, right? So we can do kind of 2 things at the same time. But I agree. I like the solo show. I'm getting used to doing it by myself. I mean, obviously, but I definitely like doing live streams with Cheng a lot more. But I like being able to talk about a lot of different topics.
Yeah, and also you can apply that to real life because, like for example, that your man is grinding. You need to give him time to have his space for himself, and also I want you to have like a man cave. Like I want you to have your man cave, and then we're going to put it a lot of Star Wars stuff.
Then we're gonna share your man cave, right? I want you to have a man cave, and then you're gonna share it with me.
No.
Yeah, no, you don't. Quit playing.
I always want to be around you. I don't know why.
Right. I appreciate it though.
So Black Buck said, but we will have a better conversation once we meet personally. I think so. Okay.
Okay. All right. So I think that we can kind of finish it. I think we got to it. Chuck is in the house. What's up, Chuck?
Chuck?
Chuck's out there in Thailand doing his thing. And yeah, he's out there in Thailand. Yeah. And
Sawadee Ka.
Enjoying life out there in Thailand. But if I heard from a birdie that Chuck liked the Philippines, was starting to kind of become partial to the Philippines. That's what I heard from a birdie. I don't know. I could be wrong, but anyway. But Chuck, let's get together and chat a little bit. I've been very busy with some people here in town, but we'll definitely chop it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So you guys, bear with us over the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna be back home, bringing some content. Me and Cheng are gonna make a couple things over the next 2 weeks. but me and Slick will get together, and there'll be some content definitely from home. So I look forward to that, and not looking forward to being without you for a couple weeks. But I'll figure it out. I'll make way.
Yeah.
You gonna be all right?
I'm gonna be all right, I think.
You got your toys?
Oh,
I just like. Anyway, all right. You got any last words?
I think I just want to thank everybody for your support. I think it's time for us, bear with us with the transition, bear with us with the pivot that we have. And I hope that you give us the same support that you're giving us now, and let us know about the changes that we do in the channel, like the trivia that we have every video, and let us know. Yeah. So Raymond said, great live stream. Take care, everyone. Please be safe. Be kind to yourself. Have a great weekend. You're amazing. What do you think?
Thank you, Raymond. Appreciate it. And my last words for this live stream, anyways. First, I want to say thank you to you, because you've come a long way, and I think we both come a long way.
Yeah.
But you've really, really come a long way. And you know what? Last night, I was so proud of you. I was really proud of you last night, because you got to see the difference between you then and you now. You got to see it, because you got to look at other people and see, oh wow, that used to be me. That used to be me. And it made it, when you can see how much you've grown, it's really kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you can,
because
when
you
can
see
how much
the
you've grown.
improvement,
Exactly.
you see the growth,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
you always be thankful for the people who help
Who
you
helped
grow.
you get there, right? Right. Well, we'll definitely gotta do that.
Mr.
Thank you,
said,
brother. We appreciate you, Mr.
family watching the channel like Rich and Cheng always focused on health. They always talking about a lot of
You
times.
gotta take your vitamins.
Yeah, but my mom doesn't understand what we're talking about. So that's cool.
Code. Gotta be in code.
Yeah.
to keep parents happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you gotta take your vitamins, man.
And a lot of times they just play to the end of the video.
Right,
So
right. Exactly.
yeah.
But anyway, I do want to. I was really proud of you, because you got to see it. You got to see. I mean, how so different, And I mean, we always talk about that fit, feminine, and friendly, and we used to make jokes before, right? We made jokes that you're always fit and you're always, well, not even always friendly in the beginning, right? But you're fit. You always take such good care of yourself. But now you're also feminine too, very feminine. I mean, not just from what they see,
Yeah.
but from what I see.
Yeah, I remember
And you're friendly too. And
I remember the other day you said, "I see you, girl."
yeah, you know what? The first time I walked behind you, and I said, "Oh, okay, all right." Right. It's the first time I walked behind you, because before you walking like He-Man, you walking like He-Man down the street, and but the other night I looked at you. I said, "Okay, all right." So all right. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, right? Because you had a little twitch, a little twitch to you. You added a little twitch to you, and
if I really wanted to do something, and I really want to do something that will make you proud, I would work harder.
Let's just talk.
Yeah, I would work hard for it and try to improve myself, because I know that it's not only for me. It's for you also. I want to represent you in the best light possible.
Shout out to you.
High five.
Shout out. All right, let's get something to eat. Hey, you guys, thank you. We love you guys. I appreciate you. And one more thing, just stick. We're transitioning. We're gonna transition. We're always gonna stay in the Philippines, but we are transitioning our channel. Where we're going to talk about a lot of different stuff, not just the Philippines, but of course, where this is a cross-cultural thing. So, but we are going to open it up to a lot of other stuff, and the YouTube algorithm is reflecting it, because YouTube is a little confused right now. The algorithm's confused about what we're doing, but we knew this was going to happen. We anticipated it, so we're branching out to a wider audience. That's what we're doing, and hopefully it'll pay dividends in the future. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. We love you guys. Taking this trip. I'll be on the plane, and I'm gonna share part of the trip with you guys. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that, and we'll see you guys.
Peace up, A-Town.
Crazy, bro. Let's get some meat. All right, we love you guys. Take care.
We'll
see you soon.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much.